We live. We live. Sure everything's working. Post this and then wait for the Discord notification to go out so people can actually show up. And we're good to go. That's not good. The bitrate literally. Wait, hold on, let me get the app. I looked at my Twitch dashboard for a second before I was gonna start.
No Vice in there for NRG, so
And the bitrate literally was like a straight line like this. Doesn't seem great.
Already into the middle of it all, and these stingers at close range.
Oh wait, you can't see it.
And operate.
Let's do display capture for this one. This can swap to this. That works perfectly. Yeah, I was line like this. Alright.
Nicely, and a lot of these
Discord notification goes out.
Right now, NRG taking their time.
We start fucking
set up for NRG. They've walked a couple players down mid, but they're
I'd already started watching the VOD, and I'm like, you know what? Do some fucking VOD for you.
G2 want to fight on through. Trent
What's up, Pibs? How you doing?
Behind just to distract Scuba, and 1-for-1 is all he's gonna get. Now on the flank, Baby Bay holding it down, but Mata is there. And NRG continue their advance. The Odin up from heaven, and looks like maybe G2 could get a little bit funky with it. Jogamo
Nice
has
kills
given
from
his team a
Jaw.
chance, but two will
Makes it
survive on the round.
pretty expensive.
G2 a little.
NRG had very fast rotations.
Jogamo, ultimate online. Maybe looking to use that in the tighter choke point towards elbow of the A side. The ability not so wide, but there's
left side
certain
word
areas
this
of the map where it
time.
can absolutely carve a team apart. Here, just jumping over the
Getting
paranoia
full
and scaling into the
They're gonna
side.
get two with this
Now
Waylay
lights
ult
up
peek
towards
before
elbow.
it hits
Zone
Psalm.
gets the first kill and dodges on back, but that slowdown is brutal.
Nice
Mata
coverage
there,
from
good
Mata.
to hold his teammates out. Now G2
They're able to defend.
stunted towards elbow.
They're stalled out here without great opportunities to pivot back. Look at how deep Ethan has walked up into mid as a contain.
There's no way out for G2. They have to own this site, but with 3 players towards spawn, that'll be no easy task.
NRG are very disciplined here. They're just holding together. They know G2 have to make the move.
I mean, the Odin's really good
starting to
against
take their time.
any kind of
Ethan
Sage comp.
continuing to
Just
creep
the
into mid, now joined up
just
by
can like
Scuba, so
insta
Trent
break
has to
any
turn
wall
around
pretty much.
and watch G2's back.
So I feel like NRG's kind of more of an advantage here.
A link question for G2. And the more NRG continue to deny information, the more anxious G2 will be of all these separate angles. First start broken, now wall to go down. Jonah P can't get the first kill, and that could be critical for G2. Baby Bay holds the line.
Baby Bay had to get the second there into Psalm. Yeah.
It is just Jonah stuck behind this smoke without any real chance of playing into
Nice.
the
Good
round.
retake from NRG. Really disciplined. Going slow in the 5v3.
You either get your kill or it goes very wrong.
Well, this time maybe going a bit more wrong than
Denial.
right. Did
I
get
mean,
a shot with
G2
the
ends up
outlaw,
taking
but
the same main
John,
space.
150 HP, is only taken down to 10.
Util cycle going up. And a quick dash in for Jaw.
Yeah, a little double dash.
How
there,
does he
10
not
HP,
die?
but Manages to survive. There's a little
Trent
spam
gets
there
one in
going
mid
from top
off
mid.
All
what I
that
can only
pressure
assume is some
pulled
kind of
Ethan
spam.
deeper into mid. He wanted to fast rotate.
But check out
Scuba
B-Bay.
has this
Scuba
deep
on
B
the
main
walk up.
space. Trent
Trent
has to get this kill,
already got the
and he
opener, but
takes
that
the
is
snipe
not
out.
the timing you want to see. Knife comes out. Scuba gets his.
And that's a spike. G2 are going to have to take time as in
Nice,
main,
and then
they
good
deal with
retake in
Jogamo.
A main from NRG.
Starting to close the walls in
And they're
again.
in a
we've
much
seen
better
this,
spot
even
now.
back to the pistol, NRG taking a lot of liberties in space. Here, both mains they've just full contacted into and punished G2 with.
Maybe has a lurk, but he's going to be walking into 2 players here.
And again, the guns are not favoring G2 in the
Proxy's
slightest.
one. Just trying to shoulder out a shot, and so
Sometimes you can get
wide
punished
swing on
making
Baby
these
Bay
moves
here.
that NRG did for just
And
contacting up.
he just baits for Scuba. Yeah, that's good. That's right.
Side then bringing
That's
back
right.
Coach
Pretty
Boncar.
much.
Certainly been
From
a
Scuba.
Mata
Really nice
as
round
that
from
purchase
him,
B operator.
taking that deep A main space. Or A main? B
And
main.
NRG early get a lot of space into mid.
Mata already on the op.
G2, they're just holding out B main. They want to
Wow.
now look back and
He
what's going on with
mid
that
pit?
first pit.
Yeah, forward pit from
That's
Scuba.
interesting. You don't see that
It's a
too
lot of
much.
threat into G2 'cause
On
there could be
any
multiple
map
players
other than, like,
inside of that,
Split,
ready to
maybe?
pop out behind a KO flash. NRG have given really
That
no information over.
Makes
Mata has
sense.
an off.
Yeah, posted up on the line, but these Prowlers do such a good job dealing with ops on closer angles, especially into main. So by scouting that out, now G2 realize they want to avoid that area.
What did they do to like set up this pit? I mean, I guess it's against the Waylay as well. It's not like it's against the Neon.
Well, start things off.
Does Ethan throw the KO knife there?
Or the Mata has now purchased the operator.
Yeah, so they throw the knife and the dart to make sure the pit's safe.
Dealing with ops on closer angles, posted up on the line, but these prowlers do such a
Mata
good job.
is not good with the
Dealing with
op.
ops on closer
I feel like
angles,
every time I
especially
watch him,
into
he
main. So
misses
by
like
scouting
half
that
the
out,
shots
now
he
G2
shoots.
realize they want to avoid that area. That spike is headed back over to B.
So all signs are pointing towards a hard B hit to come in the late round. There's 2 players here for NRG, and they're posturing up, at least for Ethan.
Yeah, Util just recycled. Ethan has a knife.
Ethan has the
but
knife back.
could choose to use to scout that instead of taking the actual line. Now the knife belt come on in. Som trying to buy some
Not in a great
distraction.
spot,
Wholesome.
but saves
Crosshair towards
Ethan.
him, and it's good for the first kill. Som still boxed into the
I mean,
corner. You got
Ethan was gonna
Util
get that
on
kill
the choke
anyway.
point. I don't think G2 are really going anywhere.
It relies on Baby Bay finding
Stalled
something
out.
in
Knife
mid.
hits nothing.
Mid-round rotates. and
NRG
become a
are gonna
signature
reset here.
of G2 as of late. You can already see NRG starting to rotate over 3
Play
players
retake
into the
B,
side.
have their
We're
read
down
on
to 25
A. I
seconds on
like
the clock.
that.
They're not going A. They want to go back B through mid. No.
I don't think
they
so.
can go either way.
Just leaving Baby Bay on the angle now. 3 on 3 on the A side.
Baby
It is
Bay's
about to be
here
a
on
roll
Ethan.
with
They could go
15
back.
seconds
Oh no,
left.
they don't have time to
The
go back.
lights come
15
on
seconds.
from Mata. 10 seconds, and Brock with the Odin
Big
charges
Waylay
into his
Util.
demise.
Nice.
It
Good
is
work
all
from
NRG
Som
on
and
this
Mata.
side. Baby Bay completely offsides. G2 Stingers, who was successful earlier in this half, holding down into elbow. This time, perched on the higher line.
Smoked off.
Yeah, Trent just waiting for all these prowlers to try and disrupt an op if it was going to be there. The rest of G2 filter in behind Jogmo, ignoring elbow entirely, and instead playing towards yard, but there's still this Odin that has to be dealt with. This wall is going to be like Paker, but Brock down to so little HP.
Nice shocks
And now
from
the
Brock.
utility to come online on top of the spam is already 2 kills for
Surprised
NRG.
he wasn't spamming the
Good luck
wall more, but I
planting
guess
the
he's
spike.
saving the bullets to actually
I
get
think
kills
that's
with.
going to happen.
No gimmicks allowed. You are not permitted to simply wall up and get the plant against NRG.
Can't use your utility either.
Yeah, taken away. They'll recover a gun. Maybe try and make a rotation back towards B and at least get looked.
Senti from G2. You know, they're pushing the extremities, punishing the lack of an info Senti from G2.
Already in though. Gonna farm some utility. Slows go both ways.
Hunter's Fury out from Brock.
Well, that's a nice combo.
One connection it looks like, and Mata dashes back into sight.
Interesting
Good
dash from
idea.
Mata,
Up
where he
or
could have
tap,
just
throw
walked to
that
the side
slow, hope that you catch someone
instead.
and kill him with the so vault. Didn't work out though.
But now a reposition into mid from Mata. He actually won't be able to assist in the fight. Scuba just to stall things out. The snake bite into Link. And Som coming in. NRG will regroup 3 players into back of sight.
Great paranoia. That'll stall things for a moment.
Slow the round down, maybe?
Are just
No?
brute forcing their way in here, and it's not working at
Jesus.
all. 3 for Som.
I really don't
That's a
like
little bit too
G2's
much.
attack
And
side
now
on
Mata
this
going
map.
all the way from B main to A.
I mean, do I
elbow.
really like any team's attack side on this
Snipes away,
map?
Baby
Not
Bay.
really.
Was trying to slowly work his way in, regroup with Jonah.
Not the 360.
Did he just 360?
Flourish. All right, let's see it.
First goal from Mata was,
Okay,
it was
that one's
pretty
boring.
easy. Mimi, I think you might be a propagandist.
I swear I saw the gun.
They didn't
They
show
were making it
before
up.
the spin, though.
Lying a little bit is fun.
Lying on the internet. No one's ever been punished for that before.
No. G2 back to the Stingers this round. Energy again.
Scuba doing a
One
nice
great
jump spot
information.
where he's like
Forward
crouching when he
contestants
jumps and then
And it's
uncrouches so he
important, too,
doesn't
'cause
make
it's a
noise.
G2 classic fake hit onto the A side. They like to send in Jogamo.
This
to
is a
step
nice
oftentimes.
fake.
Well, the QB sneak of 3 players
The
slips
beauty
towards
of
B.
Waylay is he fakes it completely, gets out, and now they have a free B
Scuba
side.
Yeah, but again,
gets
Scuba
the
just turns around.
perfect
Good
timing
awareness
to
for
turn
him. They'll
back and
allow
kill
the spike
Jonah.
plant to go down. It doesn't really look like
They get the bomb down, they get the Viper ult, but I don't know if they'll use it.
Yeah,
They
and he's
do.
gonna use it too.
walk down into mid. Jogamo is just playing the late contain, and he could be
Nice, good
absolutely
kill
vital.
from Jaw.
1 kill for him, and
You
now
just gotta
3
live
members
and
of
be
NRG
annoying
turn
here.
around to
As
deal with
well.
him.
He's ripping this on Ethan.
This is a little
Ethan
bit
slowed
bizarre.
up, but they do kill Jaw.
Lot to be spent there, and it doesn't
Don't
even
like
look like
that
Valen
from
can play
him.
with that from main. So Valen tucks into the corner. Som to first clear, but will
Good
fall
kills
to that.
from
Valor's there
Valen.
as well.
Good
Hold on,
stinger.
G2 stingers are absolutely in play. And now Brock has to face first into the pit. That
Yeah,
won't work.
there's no way he's getting
A
out of that.
disaster around for NRG. Scuba to try and hold things
Scuba
in.
would have to clutch the fuck up here.
2-on-1,
Yeah.
but they're all around
Good
him.
work from G2. That was a really
Yesterday,
nice
we saw
round.
G2 run that exact same play on Sunset, and Jogamo be that late mid-contain. Get a backstab against 100 Thieves. Here it's that same look, and those players, while they walked down, didn't actually deal with him.
So now we get our look at the slower round for G2, where they're actually going to deal with the problem of mid. Modest here with his operator. With quite a lot of smoke.
He's not
going
gonna
to
go through this,
risk if he
surely,
wants to
right?
fight.
This guy's crazy if he wants to peek through that smoke.
What's up, Akum?
Would have a flash from top mid, a drone, but he doesn't want to throw this gun away.
A-main is interesting as well. Babybang and Psalm on opposite ends of this smoke. Psalm looks to refresh that one as Jonah enters the fray. And now an ultimate over to the B side. A bit of a fake again for G2. They're running the same fake effectively. Except this time Psalm is stuck
Psalm is
here
in a
in
good
main.
spot.
Only, the
Only gets one.
And that's a Sage that dies, no res.
And now into elbow. Brock is here. It's just scattered from G2. They're trying maybe a bit too much.
This is not a good round for
Back-to-back
G2.
looks of a similar idea. And 40 seconds left on the clock. NRG have swarmed the map, pushed through B main, locked down A-Link. Brock the only one really under any amount of
G2
threat.
in the
There's a
pistol?
one-man
I
army,
forget.
no help.
Like, how do they have 3 rounds? It does not feel like they have 3 rounds. They've used both their timeouts in this half? Really? Yeah, they did win the pistol. Okay, that makes sense.
This half starting to run away from G2. NRG looked to halt G2 a bit, but already committing the double dash from Jogamo means
Gets
they have
suppressed
to give
before,
up lane control.
before the...
In previous rounds,
TP
they'd tend
gets
to play
off.
like this and quickly snap the other side as a fake. Here, G2 gets the space and holds on it for a moment.
G2 ready to pop onto Scuba.
And they get the molly out.
To wait out this wall cycle.
But that's the only real utility over here. There's already been a snake bite burnt. So as a hunt comes in, and some utility to push him back. And now NRG have moved 2 players into the site. It would be dangerous to continue
This is
forward.
a nice
but
call
his
for
pinch in from top
G2.
mid, Valen dealt with.
Not
Jogamo a
able
little
to
bit late on the approach as well, but now his ultimates come into the
get the
fore.
kills in the middler.
G2 try to make some kind
And
of
just
headway into
not
the
good
site.
enough guns to
It's
do
all for
that.
naught.
Almost
As Trent
from
eventually
Trent.
falls down 2
NRG
kills.
3-1 today.
I was surfing on the Sage wall.
This is
Hold on, let's do the map pool. This is old, so my most updated one's on here. G2, let's just do this. Wait, the Abyss guess. Oopsies. And then NRG. There we go. Okay, so G2 ban Corrode. And what have they been banning? Banned Corrode against Sen. Icebox against NRG the first time. I think they ban... Because they haven't showed Icebox. I think they'll not want to show as many maps. So I think they'll leave Icebox in the pool, and I think they'll ban Lotus. And G2 will pick Sunset, probably, or Bind. Were they? I mean, they weren't afraid to pick Bind against Sen. We'll say Bind. Actually, no. I think they are more comfortable on Sunset. NRG just played it yesterday. They're going to have an ante on that. They should be able to do that. Then NRG pick... I think Icebox probably. Then G2 pick... what was the other map that I was talking about? Bind. NRG pick... You got Haven, you have Ascent, and those are the last 2 maps. So I think they feel... What are G2 playing on Ascent? Are they playing the the chamber comp. Who'd they play it against? C9? Yeah. I think NRG feel comfortable playing against that comp. So. So I think this series goes 5. And I think it just really comes down to Haven. I feel pretty good about picking G2 on Sunset, NRG on Icebox, G2 on Bind, Ascent, or G2. I think Ascent could go either way, depending if G2 switch comps, which I think is pretty possible. But I would slightly lean NRG, just because like NRG's shown a really good ability to play against that chamber comp against Lev. So I will pick NRG here, and then I do think G2 does edge it out on Haven, but it is pretty close. So yeah, I'm gonna go G2 3-2 or 3-1, depending on how Ascent goes.
Wild. NRG are getting
I want to
so
keep that up.
active with it. Forces jog mode to double dash backwards. This wall boost with 2 players on top of it. I believe was spotted by the jump peak, and now the off clears it. Valen is down.
Nice shot from Mata.
1/2 here, smokes out of the equation for G2.
Jonah's got the op. He wants this res in mid, and he'll take his opportunity to do so.
Let's see. Op shot doesn't connect. Valen survives. And at the same time, Som fell back into main.
Nice tags from Baby Bay.
Dinked there by Baby Bay. It's taking him down to 20 HP.
Yeah, you're wrong per usual.
A.
Where? Okay.
G2 love one.
What am I wrong about? The map pool? Like, do you think there's different maps that come up in the pool? Or, like, where does NRG win here? Because they're not beating G2 on Bind. They're not beating anybody on Bind. I could see Sunset, but I really don't think NRG is very good at that map. I'm just wrong. Okay. Fair enough. You're just going 3-1 based on vibes.
Except this time they've actually managed the kill over on A. And Mata drops as well. Valen just leading by example.
Back from the dead, so much impact from him.
A zombie for G2, and he's lethal
the
with it.
Opposite of right.
With Brock
Okay.
dying on the A site, that will be spike planted for G2.
Trent on a very late backstab.
Oh, and he hears 2 sets of footsteps. So he takes his time. This allows G2 to look back into Link. Ethan waiting for him. Ethan still waiting for him. He's there. 2-on-2 now as the pit for Scuba slips him into the site. Right on the other side of this corner, shoulder to shoulder. Scuba couldn't feel him. And now Ethan low. Players on both angles can't.
Rock Odin and vibes, easy win. Okay, fair enough.
Tries to equalize here in the final hour. Much more value. What are we? We got some.
Live on that stage. Throw down a slow, a flash, something like that. So a lot of this half comes down to ruining Jonah's life.
And just overwhelming the site in its entirety. We got some nice music here to guide NRG into the B-bomb site. And G2 aren't home. Not here to enjoy the disco just yet with a little fight up into elbow. That's going to be Baby Bay with the first kill.
Nice Som. Good kills. This is a good push for NRG.
G2 slow to continue into the site. Things are getting very serious for them now as NRG roast them.
I don't even think
back towards
G2's ideas are that bad on this map. At least on from what I've seen from them on defense. It's just they can't. They're not winning these fights.
Nice right click from him, but it's 3 on the right.
They have to be getting kills there on that site.
Oh my god. How are you going to be prepared when you're getting chilled out by the lo-fi hip-hop beats? G2 with a false sense of security. NRG choosing to group up for the most part. It'll be Scuba playing with that solo sheriff into main while the rest of the team keeps things locked in here on the anti-eco. Gonna face together and work through Link.
Since Bonka rejoined the team, NRG, I've noticed him loved having the set retake rounds, or sorry, I should say the set execute rounds. find the site they like, they're so willing to send it, but that's
Whoa,
a
whoa,
little
whoa,
silly.
whoa,
The
whoa!
Classics
What
have
the
2
fuck
kills.
are we
The
doing,
G2
NRG?
Classics aren't also supposed to be a
Jaw's
thing.
cooked.
They've already got sheriffs, they've got stingers, so yeah, okay, NRG, let's tighten things up. Let's knock these guys down. Scuba was trying to make it sound easy, like you just send them to the lower bracket, no problem, beat these classics. They're actually putting some serious hard
Oh,
to G2.
Sam, you can't be stealing that.
Som is gonna...
That's fucked.
Okay, away into back sight.
It's Mata
They still have a pretty decent buy here.
going.
Not a
He's
buying too
feeling
much, but
just
We're
fine.
going quick again. It's an A-pop. NRG, they love the executes.
G2
they're
huddling away into
moving on
back
this
sight.
map.
It's Mata going.
I don't really know.
I don't remember
Valve
like
actually
how they were doing
abandoned this
against
entirely,
them.
waiting for Trent to join
It felt
them
like
at
they were
drone
like the
spawn.
rounds were kind of
Drone
just
only gonna
over
see the
instantly,
single
but it
player.
felt more like Sen
And
was
G2
just
making quick
throwing.
work. Paranoia into the site. NRG retreating away
Sam,
from
you
the
don't
site.
know him like
This
that, little
utility
bro.
means nothing.
Yeah, I do,
Now
bro.
snap back from Jogmo.
You wouldn't
Spot
get
a
it.
little bit too far forward, so he dodges backwards. More utility to be traded out, but he's still taking these lines.
Nice,
G2
Adam.
maybe gone a little bit too quick, and they've been slowed down for now. Jonah P places the wall, instantly broken.
Oh, that's
As
pretty
they move
cool.
on forward, now Baby
I
Bay
like that
comes in
idea.
from the back, 1 kill
Oh,
for him,
good
make that
backstab
2.
from Baby Bay.
Here
Nice
is
retake
G2
from G2. That looked
to
nice.
take their round, but it's not much.
Not
Full
cheap
light
though.
armors on the other side.
Quick start to mid for NRG.
Jogmo got pinged up by the KO knife, so decides not to challenge
Nice
the
rage
angle.
bait. I'm not
You see
falling
how
for it. You
far
already
forward
did, bro.
Valen has to play on this angle. This
You already did.
Viper wall pretty much only to threaten a lurk through in the late round.
Yeah, not so useful when it comes to holding on the A site, as a lot of other Viper walls will be. But in terms
Shut
of
up,
demanding
Ender. Holy shit, the one that goes here does fuck all. It does nothing.
the attention of multiple players to defend the lurks like you're talking about, be very
Especially with
effective.
a no info sentinel comp.
Yeah, punishes when G2 are rocking. But now, 2 players into top of mid. Mata
What
will
the
be
fuck?
dropped by Trent. And now
Nice
where
spam.
do NRG really go? They don't have players in B mains. They move back into the lurk. As
Mata is
previously
just
mentioned,
Adam.
Scuba rejoins with the
This
rest of the
LG
team.
Mata, he was special.
G2 don't really want to fight this one too far
he was
forward.
okay.
I don't
KO
know.
ult still
I
sucking
feel like
him
he's
out.
been a
Mata
lot
just sitting
better
in this smoke.
Valen waiting for
since
his
starting to play
opportunity
like
here.
main duelist
Spike
for.
will be planted, and now
Did he go
slips
Shopify,
around the
right?
other side, healing to
That he
drone.
played for in
One
tier
kill
2?
for the IGL, make it
Nice,
2.
Alan.
G2 already
Good
here.
refight.
Into
Good
it all
blind
now,
on
the
the song.
paranoia.
Nice.
G2
Good
demolish
retake again.
Defenders is
I feel like these Waylay comps retakes are always so good. Like for being
works out
kind of
really well for them, but
shitty
that
on the
first
attack
idea
side,
gets stalled
Black
out.
Smata
Oftentimes
greater.
they're left hoping
Nah.
for a bit more map control to pivot. Here's that
His
build
his
again.
Yeah,
his
and
like
the ultimate
KO
back spawn out of
like
Psalm.
flash and
He's
shader
going
flex
all
stuff
the
was
way
like
through.
okay,
Baby Bay has no idea.
but man, he's so good
This
now.
round really is on Psalm
Timing.
to break open an opportunity.
Oh,
It's
guys,
not
do
looking.
you know
It's
what the
not looking
Omen
the
ult
right
does? Okay,
direction.
thank God he turned.
So Baby Bay gets that kill. NRG just now breaking down a Sage while they have to go back into mid and deal with the potential flank. But G2 have swarmed the map in its entirety.
And yeah, Jaw walking all the way
I'm not
out.
gonna have a
They
hard
are
opinion on
encircled
Mata,
here
though,
for
to be
NRG.
fair.
And they don't even have
I
a
don't.
path forward. Another slow, ready to go
He's
for
n-
Jonah.
I will say he was not the
NRG
most
were on the
memorable
stingers.
player in
We're
his
hoping to
flex
just get
times
a quick
for me.
plant and play a post from the close angles. Now I have to actually fall away. We're running
What?
through spawn straight
Guys,
into Jogamo.
what are we
if you run into
doing?
mid, well, Baby Bay is going to be there too. So Ethan's going to accept a
Okay, this is the energy I recognize.
plant and try and play things out here, even with G2 already.
Hey, we're ripping the
swarming into
Waylay ult
site.
here?
Nade goes down, Brock gets the first, but here is Valen and the rest
Good
of
work.
G2. And that gap on the Viper. Up with him last night, he was
Good
saying
enough.
that he doesn't know if he'll be able to show his face if he beats NRG. He was doing the pod with them all year long. He really
It's
is
a
the
fast
battle leader.
grip again, though.
Mod up into it. Baby Bay strikes
Good work
first
from
again
Baby
in the
Bay,
middle
finding
of
the lurk.
Delaware.
Dude, he's
But
so
it's like when you're
good.
losing your mid look, it's so hard to get anything done. G2 is just facing them and containing them for all of this round.
And now a Hunter's Fury sent out from Brock in main, not connecting on to anything.
His KO is
Every
only
single
second
shot
to
threads the
Zelsa's
needle.
the greatest KO of our
Sage roll. This is
generation.
a
Who was
perfect funnel.
okay.
4-player crossfire.
Interesting
CT.
And
opinion.
look at the flank from Jogamo as well. He
None of them
sprinted
are even
through
top
B.
like
He's
5
now in
KOs of
A.
all time.
And Brock with a reload.
You got 2 of them in this game right here.
Short-lived. NRG, nowhere to go. They can't go back to main. They
Ethan
have
and
to hold
Jonah.
their ground on site. Trying to waste some time for Mata to go on the flank, but it's too little too late. G2 are still moving forward. Some would need multiple kills,
Again,
and
like,
not even the one. Means that a spike not even
retakes here are
remotely
so good.
Hey!
That's
Also,
4
if they're
retakes.
gonna have their Sage opping, wouldn't they want to swap these roles? And have Baby Bay use the op more than Jonah?
It's pretty much
Nice
chained
rage
together.
bait.
Yeah, you hate it
I
when
mean,
your
it's
mid
just
lurk
true.
is taken out by your podcast host. And now it'll actually be Mata challenged to
Jaw is so
get into the
aggro
space
walking
early.
down B.
I mean, he's been unchallenged here so many times in a row. Finally, Mata's holding the line, and that'll shut it down, but
I mean,
NRG
it is, like,
quickly playing
telling
off of
somebait that
to zip over
what
and
they're
Jay,
saying
not
is
seeing a
rage
player
bait
they know,
is,
but
like,
maybe heard a
actually the
sage wall
biggest
go
form
down.
of rage bait.
Jonah's been loving these deep sage walls to A.
Late pit in B main should force NRG to change their mind about heading that way.
They are making plenty of
They're gonna
noise.
try to
Valen
wrap
hears it all.
top mid.
He can
and
call
punish the
exactly
pit,
what he wants,
maybe?
and he wants assistance from Jonah P.
Sweet.
Up in the smoke, top mid lines him up! Valen
That's great work from Valen.
eviscerates NRG. Claims ownership of the spike.
I would like to see, like,
NRG have
some
nowhere to go.
Some
backup plan
alone
there.
in main, Scuba overwhelmed in mid. Trying to find some kind of pick, but there's too many players watching this
there's
angle. So
just-
much
yeah.
damage already taken.
Ew!
The G2
Nice shot from
So
Jonah.
figure out how
genuinely think they have just gotten, but the
There.
3 before that, crazy spam.
they're
That's just
gonna rip an
fast
ult
B
here,
exec.
execute onto B, try and get a Viper spit in the post.
We'll see how much they want to spend. To stop this
They
from
have
being
Waylay
just a
ult to
tie
take
for
deep,
them. Mata
like,
blinded
spawn
up into
control
sight,
something.
taken down. Doesn't even have the chance to snap
Oh,
back.
that was an interesting TP from
This
Valen.
is not going well for
Get
NRG.
2 back, get
Finally,
3
the
back.
supporting staff
What
shows
is
up.
Jaw
Okay,
doing?
Scuba making a play
Is
out of
such
this
a
yet.
fake
And
player.
Trent knows
What
he
does that
needs to go
even
in. Jonah
mean?
P's got an operator. Yes, he has a res, but Trent has to open this side up.
This timing is really fast, though. He's walking all the way around.
The main player isn't looking at him. But Brock has
He has-
a high
he
angle
has to
on
kill
site.
Ethan.
Now the res to distract NRG. As Trent into
Nice,
the
he gets
side, that's a
Brock.
kill for him. Brock couldn't see it either. A Nightfall 2. So Ethan tries to hold things down for main. Still in a good
They have
position
no
for him.
util here to do this.
Still
Like, they have a Sage slow,
hit
but they're
to
not able to
distract,
use it.
delay G2. But with Ethan falling
Like,
into main,
Maybe
without
they
a pit for
dropped
Scuba
the
to
pit.
play
I guess he
on,
got forced
12
out.
bullets left in the chamber.
Or Scuba, sorry.
Down to a classic. Jonah P
Wrong
sticking.
Viper.
Jonah P sticking all the way. Scuba, you have to get in there.
Oh, barely gets
The
it.
first shot.
That was a toss from G2, man. I don't know what Jaw is
G2?
doing.
Josh not too happy with that one. It's a thrifty round.
But he
Switch
melts
this
like
momentum up.
ice in big
was
games.
just
What, like
the
the game
Viper's
against
pit
Sen
spent.
yesterday? Or not yesterday, 2 days ago?
G2 play passive in mid, pick up the operator on Jonah.
And this time, Valen doesn't get a lucky shot. So he'll have to come down to his marksmanship again. Blinded up and again.
How? How is he getting 2?
Dominates the mid space. Always good for 2. And that spike is alone. Scuba has to charge forward by himself. So his teammates in main will open it up with the teleport in. Smoke for heaven. G2 playing numbers.
But this is a round we've seen before. G2 play back, they're up a man in a
Big
retake.
game does not matter.
How do NRG
Sorry.
navigate their way out of this one?
They have-
Some on an off angle.
They have
What
to
about the
stop
2
the
grand
matchup.
finals against Sen?
It's all together for NRG.
What about those
Summon
games?
Brock, util out in hand. That could be
Very interesting.
everything. Jogma waiting.
What about the upper
Utility to
final
come
against
on through
Sen that
Jonah from
qualified
above.
them for Bangkok? What about
No
the
blessing from heaven. It's
the
G2
lower,
around.
like round 3, I think it was, against EG?
How does Valen keep doing
That
this?
qualified them for
Round after
Toronto.
round.
Crazy. He's full blinded
Oh,
there, by the way.
Valen,
Yeah.
3 Americas titles,
Gotta
you
see
so
that one
tough.
again.
I mean, it's more
For
than
G2.
any Sen
They're
player.
seemingly getting these gifts.
He has more Americas titles than Sen does at all.
Barely see game off these hard
Also, he
executes.
only has
They've
2
consistently
Americas
managed-
titles.
Solve the mid problem.
Yeah,
And he's
Back-
gonna get a 3rd today,
back-
but
Well, Bounce hasn't decided to use it just yet.
first team to 3P.
And, well, Jaw is synonymous with the shorty. Tucked into elbow as Mata dives on into the site. Hasn't found
hit,
anything
Valen?
just yet. Valen just playing on the other side of it now. That ulti unlocks Valen.
Woo,
Valen.
Valen.
Jogma the first victim from
Hey,
NRG.
good
So
exec from NRG.
rolling
How
on the
does
side,
Trent
watches-
die?
Tries to dodge away. Jogma the first victim from
Brock just gets the timing on him.
NRG with the op here to lead this retake effort. G2 already lost one.
off the rip
Fortunate.
to have it
It's the
That
bad
is
site
a
hold. Their
ult
site holds are
just
so
straight where
bad.
he started
We
from
don't
some
care
to
about
create
no
the threat. All
America's
these G2 players
titles.
are turning around to deal with spawn, and it's at that time that Mata sprints forward into the A
Sure,
site.
I guess.
The wall and yard already broken. NRG are here.
Good slow orb though. That gives
I
G2
mean,
a
you
bit
gotta
of
get
space.
like the Mickey Mouse 8-team tournament at the beginning of the year, and then like playing against plumbers. Like you're playing against Mystic and Doma in the grand finals in your first one. So like,
It will be a mess. Brock unlocks the
who the hell won last year?
And NRG are fighting.
No, it was 100 Thieves and Lev in the stages, and then Sen won kickoff.
Forward. Distraction and teleports all around the opposite sides. A 1-for-1 to start it off, and NRG are backing away. Som has been crushing all day long, and now he's right up into the thick of it. G2 are reloading guns while their teammates are going out and dying. They are stopped at the
We're gonna
pass.
like go through the smoke,
And Som on
guys.
the other side.
I guess not.
It is now a one-on-one. The Vipers, Baby Bay and Scuba. Baby Bay to try and keep his team in it. Hasn't
Nice.
stuck
Good.
the spike.
Good
That's
work
not
by
enough time,
Scuba
my
here.
friend. It's way too late. He tries to get on, but it's just not going to be there. Dre can't do it. NRG take Road.
What was
Off of
that?
a thrifty round. And a late pivot back into the executes. They do it by a matter of seconds.
100T downfall was glorious. Asuna had a good
And
split
it's Scuba
though.
again coming up massive in these critical rounds.
In the clutches, dominant for NRG. NRG winning 2 of those thrifty rounds off of one of his Viper's pits, I believe. And that last round there as well. It seems like that timeout came in at exactly the right
Wait, no.
moment.
This-
NRG just...
Oopsies. Hold on. Tech pause. So this one I want to be the main one. Another window capture. That's what I want. There we go. Or actually display. That Asuna has been allowed to explore his options tweet is gonna hit like crack in the 80s. Okay. There we go. This is what I want. But this one is gonna capture this. And then this is gonna go
You're
here.
always going to be allowed to either play double smokes, double initiate.
Welcome to the PetSmart Kitchen Pop-Up with Neutro.
I'm hoping to find something that keeps her coat soft and
Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. And map 2 now. Sunset. I mean, I think that's what happens. I think Austin is gone. They should... I really think 100 Thieves should just go with a new 5 this year. I should probably unmute this.
First kill. So consistent, stuffing G2's plays.
100T Seaman 1 Cryobus. Dude, I would actually crash out
G2 start their
if that
slower
was
A main
if
pick.
they had even 2 of those
And just
guys.
breaking through the one way. NRG aren't really playing off of it. Instead, sending 3 players into a walk-in mid where Baby Bay is waiting for him. First kill for him, and now G2 start to heat up into the Cypher, expecting it to be light on this side. But Ethan is here, and
P-Dog
NRG have rotated quickly
IG out.
on forward. And Scuba getting this first kill has given his team a lifeline into the round. A second kill for Ethan. As more and more NRG jerseys move into the site. Baby Bay still fairly isolated away from his teammate.
I mean, as long as it's
They're
not
canceling.
fucking
G2 have
Xander
time to
IGLing
slow
again,
things
I'm
down.
okay.
You can either re-hit or threaten to pivot away. But NRG want to walk up and
Anyone
get info
else?
here.
NRG so consistently stepping into the empty space, but this time
Yo,
Trent is
yo,
waiting for
yo,
the miss
Trent, yo.
in rare fashion. So NRG
In position to trade out and win that one.
Bit of a blow to the
Throw
confidence of
in
G2.
Zeppa in the flex.
NRG now get to buy up into the round using
Elite rage
full
bait.
Cypher utility in mid, even a camera that was just broken out in the opening there. You know that G2 like to play for the early mid space, try and hunt down a lot of these trips, and it allows NRG to maybe even set up some traps off of them when Ethan's stun comes back off cooldown.
Mid
Maybe
player
pretty
plus
quick up
mid
here,
team.
walking all the way out
Okay.
into top mid.
Just waiting for NRG to come back onto the angle. I think good ante from NRG so far. Ethan getting into smoke, that's a bit too much.
Why?
Wasn't expecting Baby Bay to be there already, and now with
Good
a
stun
jump to
from
get
Jaw.
across.
Now they
And
can
the
pounce
stun.
on this guy.
Here comes Jogmo playing beautifully
Nice.
off of the paranoia.
Good coverage from Scuba though. Gets
It
one
is
back.
just Scuba and Psalm
These two
on
players
site.
just gotta fight
And now
together.
pressure coming in from Boba. 3 players
And
into the
Psalm
market.
can't do
These two
anything here.
players
He
have
is
to
a
hold
judge.
the line for the flank to come in. Mata there, 2 players swinging across him.
Huge 2K
He only
from
gets the
Mata.
2. That
Yeah,
does
I'm sure
leave
he was left on a
NRG
1v2.
up a man.
But as a
Jonas
guardian,
found a gun.
But he's so low.
100
Love the
T
heal
is
in 15,
straight
but that
booty.
doesn't bring you that
Okay.
much. And these are 2 healthy NRG players, ready to just play this one together and overwhelm him. He needs perfection. 2 1-taps if he wants to win.
It would have to be precise. Already giving him a spot. What a shot! He walks a bit away. Calm.
Give
So
me,
patient.
give me a rebuild around EU next year, bro.
Jonah now ready for it.
Nice,
Into the
Jonah.
wall! Filth!
What the hell?
I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah. What a clutch. NRG, 4 players.
I want
dodged the hunt,
max
now
2
walk their way
players
into
from
mid.
this roster. Maybe 3
Ball
actually.
line to stall out. Now Mata slipping down into
Yeah,
mid.
max 3
to
I'd
start.
say.
And now Baby Bay has
Any
a
more
chance
than
to come
3
in
is-
on the back of NRG.
I'm gonna
The
be mad.
sliding is just ridiculous.
Because I want
NRG
Kess
a bit
gone.
Scattered here. Oh, the nice shot
And I
out of
want-
some. Does mean G2 only get away with 2 surviving members. but they'll be
Probably
happy with
Cryo
that
gone.
after what went down in the previous
Yes.
round.
It could have been so much worse for G2.
Probably Cryo
All of
gone.
NRG slipped the net on that
Probably
haunt, get into
Xander
some
gone. But you could
very
keep
far
one of
forward
them.
positions.
And one of them
Thankfully
plays
for G2,
smokes.
this is Jaw who gets to play Neon, and he doesn't get to play a whole ton of that these days.
It
Last
just
time,
depends who you
he
get to
showed this
IGL
on
in,
Sunset
in the case of
yesterday. He
Xander
was
leaving. I actually
outstanding.
wouldn't hate them keeping
G2
Xander. Because
looking
like
for
you see
similar
with
performance from
NRG,
him.
like
Boys, let's go. It's always
letting
me. It's all
Ethan...
good. Always me.
No.
Jaw's the
Austin I
kinda
could
guy
go.
that
No matter
always
what.
turns
I'm
it
not.
up to
I'm not
11
going to be mad if they cut
in the
him
big games in
at this
playoffs.
point. But I also
Maybe it just doesn't care.
Oh dear.
I also
And
think
maybe
you
he
can
should.
keep
Maybe
him
Valorant should also
in this
care.
meta
NRG just won fights on opposite
with
ends
like
of the map.
heavy neon.
Yet there is a
But also
resurrect, so
you'd like him
G2
to be
aren't out of
better
this
at
round
Yoru.
yet.
What G2 lack is space. They're full sending into A.
But also
Lack
Cryo's
space, they
bad
lack
at Yoru
smoke,
as
so
well.
there's
So
nothing
like,
to block off Brock.
I just want a
He's
different
crushing 'em.
team. Like I want a new identity that
Now
isn't
Mata can post up
entirely
with the
centered around
operator.
team
If
fighting,
G2 leave, there's also Scuba.
thinking they're paper
He's
wrecks.
walked all the way down mid to stop any pivot from G2 in the mid round.
Just moseying into attacker spawn.
Wants to join the team.
Cryo balls
They might
smokes,
end up
yes.
missing each other though.
Because his
depending on how
omen
the
is
time plays
genuinely
out.
good. He can just be
But
better with the
noise made
support
down
of
in mid.
utility.
Now Scuba can move because of the jump
His
peek
Astra
from
and
Trent.
Grim are also good.
This is what gives it all up.
And all
cam
he
will
would
show when
need
this
is like
Pivot into market begins.
maybe Viper, but even then
Question is, does he see
you
one
could
or
get
two
a
players,
Sensi
two
player to play
players,
Viper.
and
He
it
can play
solves
Jet
things?
on Xbox.
I'm not so sure.
And that's
Now
fine.
with that door closing, NRG start to mobilize away from the A
You
site.
would just want more of like a
Scuba is the
Asuna
problem
E
for G2.
duelist.
If Scuba falls,
So,
the
like,
round is playable. If he stays alive, it's
Jaw,
over.
Brock, or not Jaw, Brock, fucking
When's
Jaw,
his chance?
Mata.
An ultimate
I
into
was
the
just
back of
thinking
sight to
NRG.
clear.
Jaw,
Be
Mata,
canceled out from Som. Scuba takes his time.
Zekin, somebody in that mold. Even Redux would work, yeah, where he can play a little bit of other stuff.
He has to wait for the pressure made by his teammates back in Boba. Now he's here. And that first one pushes back Baby Bay and Operator.
But
boosts
also,
it
I
up.
think Sen's gonna want
On
to have
top of
Redux on
market.
the main 5 this year,
And now smoked away.
unless they like
Back in,
win
but it's
champs or
Scuba
something.
to take him down.
Then they'll probably bring Redux in.
A bit awkward here on the
As
Because
well.
I mean, to be fair, oh wait, map veto, corrode, icebox. Oh, okay. G2 first picked Bind. Okay. What even would the roles be? No. I'm not saying that they pick up both of those guys. I'm saying you need a duelist that can play those kind of roles. So like you would have Redux, Cryo, EU, and then 2 new players as well. Oh, you mean Redux on Sen? I don't know, Redux would play Flex, or Zekken would play Flex. I would imagine in place of Zelsis. Or hell, Zekken's contract is up.
They could get that main, but they're gonna have a fight early.
That's all I'm saying.
Here, gotta kill in the last round.
I'm not gonna say any more.
What a shot! Flicky with it. The opposing
I just think the
equation.
org
And now
wants
NRG
Redux
gives
in.
space. They have Breach Util, Sova Util. They can fight back in. They don't have to take any risks.
Unless they're gonna get a huge buyout for him. Just like he is next up.
Contain the space.
Unfortunately, Sen pays their players. Yes, I know.
How's Baby
But it
gonna
would be
find
an
impact? He's
easy-
so late.
I'm not saying it would be an easy swap, but like, you wouldn't have to swap any roles if you kept Celsius and swapped Redux for Zekken.
Unassisted over the top of the smoke. Baby Bay back in market
That's all
again.
I'm
He's
saying.
too late to the party.
And after making a big investment in that
It-
round,
I
G2 did
I
not
wouldn't do
find
it
a
personally,
reward.
obviously.
It's NRG who are rewarded another
But they would,
opening pick from Mata
Redux would
and play another mana
factually be
retake very
cheaper.
well.
And it's even with a Prowler tracking Mata, so John knows exactly. Art in main, he
Use the Sage.
G2 need to start dealing with this utility. As they again are half in, half out on the round on the buy.
This time they use the Sage slow to make sure they shoo Mata away.
They're scared.
Obviously, they would
Zekken,
want
the
to
split is
get a
open.
buyout for
The playoff
Zekken,
of, so some
obviously.
can
if they
stay
could.
posted on the one way.
But
Still have
maybe
the room to
they'll
fault
just get
line,
the
so
buyout for Redux.
Patience on that for the fight. The
'Cause
fault
that
line
does make
comes in
sense.
for the reclear.
But it's some, so there'll be a paranoia here as well, and
Yeah.
G2 are going to look elsewhere.
So
I mean, I don't know. All right, let's swap this over. Oh, that's not what I meant to press.
Opposite side of things, which is NRG against everyone's anticipation in terms of what the finals could have
Low-key
been.
Robbie
And we're sat here looking at
BKIGL.
this squad and how
Stop.
high can they go, Josh? That's a question. When I'm
Just
looking at this
stop talking
NRG
in my
team,
chat, bro.
they've been going from strength to strength. The evolution has been impeccable with every single match they've played in playoffs.
Well, it's time for that Samsung match start. You can load up fast with Samsung SSDs, and G2 will be hoping for a
That's
fast
elite
beginning
rage
here,
bait.
because I think you are bang on the money. NRG, every time they
Cooking
come out,
with
they
gas
surprise us just a little
FYM.
more.
Yeah, bro.
And yesterday against Sentinels, it was that surprise on the attack side.
Yeah.
On Corrode and Icebox, which granted abandoned in this map pool here today, so NRG are going to have to do it in different places. But it's
I
Bind
would
and
be
Sunset, the first and last map in
absolutely
this pool,
shocked if
where
G-
Ethan's
if NRG
calling has
win
been a
this
bit
map.
rough. Here, though, they get to start on defense, and that should allow them a little bit of a buffer to work
I don't
with.
know why
Last time they got
NRG
crushed
don't
on
just
this
play
map, but I've got
Gecko
to imagine
Sky.
they've hit the bonds.
Ethan's seen a lot of presence now up towards it. It's an underhanded with the flash. Wants to take the fight. Straight to them, Ethan. What
Nice
an
free
opening.
fight from Ethan.
Sheriff in hand. They
I mean,
collapse,
they'll get like
collect a multitude of kills.
a good
G2
amount of
did not
rounds on
stand a
this side.
chance. Straight
NRG.
into the maw.
Trent left alone with a stun in hand and 40
But
health.
they're not
trying
winning
to pull
this
off a
match.
1v5. It's just not doable. You saw the pistol
3-1
round stats
easy
leading
work.
into this one. NRG just above 50-50.
They don't have
G2
Sunset in the
normally
first
get
3
2/3 of their
maps?
pistols, and
Really?
that's a blow immediately against
You
them.
don't want to play against the like
Flawless.
Giga-readable double initiator
And
comp?
Such a sick idea, because normally the way that NRG play on defense is that they hold crossfires against each other. You don't actually see them go for a play like this that often, where they just try to catch you off guard.
They
They're not
absolutely
that
go for these all the
aggro
time, Josh.
on
What do
their
you mean?
defense side,
Oh
unless
my
it's
God,
really
the bomb.
coordinated.
They're really
with
good at
one
being
player.
active with the
That was
reclares.
nice.
God, I do want to watch like an NRG bot
Ethan being
with
that
the Premier
opener
team
for them. His
and be like, hey, we
performance
need to
has been
stop being
lights
pussies
out.
on defense.
Despite
Bring
filling in for
back
IGL,
Vanity.
right, which
Hold
normally you see
on.
that detraction on a player's performance.
Dude, just bring in
He's been playing
Flya
better
to
than
IGL.
when he
Like,
lifted the trophy
unironically,
of champs in 2023.
That's nuts. Yeah, it really is.
give him like a
Incredible.
real team
His playoffs performance here has been
around him
remarkably good.
instead of like
And the improvements in the calling have been great.
Shados and
There's a wall.
Filu, like, give him a real
Poking his
duelist
own
player.
team in there, to be honest.
Yeah,
I have accepted he is ass.
movement going, exploring across the map.
I'm mostly
G2
there.
doing it's just trying to get up those ult orbs, but
He just didn't have like a
creeping
real team
past that
around
line
him
of
either.
scrimmage. What a shot from him!
Oh, he's looking sharp today.
That is insanity with the reaction times.
And he's very good with the pistols, but loses out to Jonah P. That is an outlaw that could potentially be turned against them. NRG have 3 players with light armor. Som alone holding down Hookah.
Exactly. Sole recipient of that area.
Oof.
Jogmo taking a peek and a time.
I thought he might get that.
Hoping for a chance, but
Good
not
knife.
given to him.
Ethan also has light armor. The time is ticking though, and Jonah, I don't think he's going to be offered opportunities to get too much value out of this. So the danger should be enormously present in this round. But G2 are an incredible team. You don't want to give them any opportunity. That's why you see Som and Ethan allowing this plant to go down.
Hard to count them out. Som already with a reposition. Some areas not
Being
cleared.
safe to play Initiator IGL.
Hearing any sound cues,
Yes.
Jonas. Oh, hold on, there it is. Half armor, not saving Som there. TP already in sight. Ethan's trying to hold his ground, but he's already slipped in past the gaps in the hole. G2 not anticipating it. It's all left up to Valen here. It's a cheeky angle.
I mean,
but
they
as soon as
know
reveals his
he
hand,
has
he's
to
gonna
be
swarmed
backside
by
or
the
two.
rest of NRG, presumably. They've been good at this, disciplined in terms of their take. Valen reveals himself, and that's a quick cleanup.
These are the 2 teams that at the very beginning of the year, we actually, and a lot of the community thought were going to be the best teams in Americas.
Yeah,
At
we did.
kickoff, we were like, yeah, G2, NRG. What different paths these teams have taken to meet again here in the grand finals at the very end of the year in Americas. G2
Yeah, the thing is, this wouldn't be like completely unreasonable to say at the beginning of the year that the Stage 2 Grand Final would be G2 NRG.
But their eyes are set
But the
firmly
way
on this
NRG
trophy
got
and a
here was
chance, but
way
NRG
different.
have just been up and down, making the roster moves, bringing in 3 rookie players.
Well, they haven't been up and down.
What a
They've just
moment
been
that they
down.
find themselves here.
Yeah.
Already locked for champs and with a chance to play for a trophy.
Took big risks heading into stage 2, but as we've been talking about, strength to strength, and a fantastic beginning for Bayern for them. It's a map where we're expecting G2 to be dominant on, to lead the series early on in our grand finals. It's a long road. The 5s can be marathons. Bonus idea.
KO is playing
Now
in
here
this
from
spot?
NRG.
Really?
Ethan has to disengage. There's no safety though, waiting on the other side of him. It's a bit of a trap as well. The sensor triggered, leap forwards, a bit of spam into the corner, but the wall helps him out. Mada creeping forwards now steadily, looking
They
to
do have a flash still to get him out, but they're going to be able to hit B
against them.
on this timing on the
Clearing
Viper
away, but
wall.
as that
That's a
curtain
really
drops,
good
yeah,
kill from
takes
Leaf.
the head clean off.
Really sharp, really aware from Leaf. And even throws down a wall as well, expecting Mada to go exploring back into this area. So, no opportunity
Just don't
for
like
Mada
it,
to go on
like,
some kind of push.
Playing in this
Some
spot
may
here
try
is
poking
KO.
at him from short, but it's going to be these players over
It just
towards
doesn't
B,
feel like,
receiving
unless
contact.
like he was planning to go through the TP and do a trap play, which I guess they had 2 people in showers, so it's not completely unreasonable. But, I mean, at that point, just walk out showers and flash. Like,
Does connect. Only stops him for a moment though. G2 relentless here.
30 seconds left.
I think they're just
There's a
overcooking
huge
that one.
amount of utility available with G2's comp. If they want to, the last time that these 2 teams played, if you recall, it was like Valen and Jonah P just going bonkers.
Yeah.
They looked outrageously good, and that was the final map of a series where
I
G2
mean-
have been pushed more than I'm sure they would have liked to have been.
Let me change the titles.
But if you are looking more towards the way you expect this to happen, G2's got a methodical comp. It can work its way around the map. It can flush you out of positions like if you're planning to play Crossfire.
Good round from G2.
One of your
Pretty
players is
clean,
inside
I
tube,
think,
wait for the
right?
swing off
I wasn't
contact.
really paying
Well, you're
attention
gonna
for the
get
last 2
salvoed,
kills.
You're going to get seized. You're going to get flushed out into the open.
Or for the
flash,
last kill,
grab
sorry.
netted.
I don't think.
Yo, I just
You got any.
decimated them. Hospital flick.
Straight out of the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Leaf has really... It's like he hasn't missed a beat, to be honest. Inserting himself back into this team.
This looks like they're going to set Mada up on a line
Deliberately
in
bad order to
showers,
give a
but
slight angle to work with. Mada,
and
the
they smoke it
operator.
off, so now they know the
NRG
op
love
isn't
to
there.
prioritize this gun in his hands, but might be a heavy task ahead of him. Bit of
Conscious.
posturing, yeah, you got to think about it. Jogamo, he You know, he likes to throw it out every now and then.
I mean, there's
Good
plenty of
shower
things
state
to
from
do. There's
G2.
Gravnet
We'll
into the
retake it.
Salvos combo attempted, but doesn't find anything over towards Showers too much.
You still have Dart, you
Mada's
still have
going exploring,
Dog,
but I
you
don't
still
think
have a
quite realizes
stun,
that Jorg
you
is
still have a
set up
flash
on
to
his
take this
right-hand
area.
side.
If they really want to force this line off the
Towards
line,
Mada.
Jaw's
Jorg
gonna
could
die
walk
here though.
really close
There
here.
it is, yeah, he's straight into the sight lines. Mada takes him out
Mada's gonna
immediately.
see
NRG
nothing
have got
else
a
be
lot
long.
of players grouped up. Over towards A,
And
with
now
Jogma
they know
going
this
down.
may hit.
Getting
Good
a bit of a
read
read
from
that it would have
NRG.
been fake pressure coming from him. Molly down at the feet as well. There's 40 seconds left. Just trying to pull some of this util out of NRG before the hit is committed to, but now G2 they pounce to try and strike onto the chance, but
Bit
still
Houston's
these smokes are just in
challengers
their
team.
face, finding it difficult to do
There's
anything
some
about
crazy
it. No
shit
command,
on
ripped
there.
off Ethan. Wants to
There's some
really push this
insane
one
teams
back
of
and
like
seal the
former
deal
tier 2
entirely.
or tier 2
Slowly but surely,
players.
G2
Yeah.
are getting picked apart here into this
All these
round,
guys
leaving
play
it just
tier
down
1
to Jonah
games.
P. Roughly where the players are. Quick peek out as well, taking a time with it. NRG making it always an awkward engagement.
Look how beautiful those ping pongs were towards the
I
end
don't
there
know.
from Mada and Scuba.
I noticed
Jonah
that.
never had a clean fight, never knew who to fight. And also, huge credit to the calling in terms of adjusting on the fly. As soon as Jorgamo dies, they move into a much more aggressive hold of A short, because now there's no flashes available for this composition.
Yeah.
So you can hold tight crossfires at the choke point without having to worry about that.
Get my ass up, twin.
Ethan saved, only 1 death, 6 kills. A great start for NRG. They've knocked G2's economy once more.
Stun in your
Oof.
face, Mada. Quick evacuation with the satchel.
Incredible
get
that he
out.
doesn't get caught in spots like that. And Scuba.
Oh my god,
Time to be
Scuba.
taken here, and he just weaves in and
How
out.
does he get there?
Anticipates a bloody thing. And he's straight back in.
And he's just the GOAT.
3 pieces, 3 players dropping out, and Brock is making sure to keep a watchful eye on the extra extremities. Leap, get a move on.
Ooh.
Caught.
I mean, Scuba getting
Scuba
active
with
there.
4.
Gets the ult back.
This reminds
Or
me of
get,
Ethan's pop
he gets
flash
the ult
play
on
on
way.
the pistol round. NRG are playing very differently to the way that they usually would on maps like this. They're taking more risks. Even here, you don't expect it because it's an anti-eco round. In theory, it's not really worth it for Scuba to be pulling out a play like that on a round like this, but it means in the future...
No!
Why? Why would you do that to Cuber?
It means
How
in the
does he
future
get
that
there,
G2
you
are going to
ask?
have to be
Aura?
very diligent about clearing those corners and worried about plays like this.
I don't get how
Normally
he
you can count
get
on the
what
fact that
timing.
NRG are going to be holding that iron defense on the site somewhere in hard anchor positions, so you don't have to worry too much about them making some unexpected aggressive play. They are no paper wrecks. They're still great on the defense side, but they don't play a crazy game. But today, actually, in the first few rounds, we're seeing NRG take some more of those risks and really catch G2 off guard.
I think they needed to do something like that, I think, coming into this match, right? Because you're not going into a favored map pool. 2 of the best maps taken away from you with Corrode and Icebox banned. G2 have that advantage. You have to change the paradigm somehow.
That's absolutely true. And NRG also getting to start on the side in which I think they are more creative, have really strong ideas, a good fundamental underpinning to their defense. And if you can get out to a blazing lead like this, 4-1 up, a Viper's Pit to work with as well, though the ults are great for G2 too. But this has to be a round on the board. Round 6, gotta go the way of the attackers here for G2 to feel like they've got a decent start at all in this match.
I'm seeing players grouped up over towards B long.
Alright, gonna do
Potentially deep
some
smoke down and
aggressive belong
flash through
stuff
in the
with
end.
probably
Viper's
like a
Pit's
smoke or
gonna make
something.
sure
This
to
could be a
stop the
showers
Mobile
trap.
short.
Yeah, we'll take a look over
Scuba's
towards
gonna
Showers as
pit,
well,
I'm
because
sure.
Mada's taking his op in that direction. Wyatt was saying it,
Man,
I agree
really
with it.
aggressive
Mada,
with
best
the-
opper that we
the
have in
flash.
Americas right now. But against the Tejo, drone could be a problem.
Drone in your face, Mada. Can't quite hit that reaction, but they just want to
Mada's not even top 5 hoppers. Good.
Sucks it up, still that
Good
pit, no
deadlock
remove for
ulti.
now. It's staying up
Counter
for
the pit.
a few
They
critical
have full
seconds,
short
potentially to
control
buy
here.
some time for the team to get back in, but it will eventually drop. G2 now, swarming, making their way towards it. What is
Mada
that
dies
shot?
before he
Observation.
uses the nade there?
It's going to be stopping and stunting most of the hit coming through for G2, but they already have 2 of these picks.
Not great for NRG.
They're willing to slow it down, temper the middle section of the round. Wait it out a little bit.
Looking to try to bleed the smoke out of Som as well. He doesn't have any more defensive smokes to work with, so now they have to go and take a scrap in lamps.
Looking for the next play against Jorgamo. Big swings, big trades occurring, just a
Good
1-for-1
trade.
though, and it's not ideal for NRG in this spot.
Oh.
Still Som there. Brock
Good
getting active,
equalizers.
autoing it out and collecting to the sides of 2v2.
Nice, good.
But Brock will
Good
fall.
double peek.
TPs.
They're gonna get back to
Straight
B
pivot over
here.
towards the B site, realizing
Jonah
they know
has the
exactly where
haunt,
Som was. He
Valen
spotted
has
out
the
earlier, so
molly.
it's an open site for them to get the plant down. Som's gonna
I mean,
try
if
and take
Som
this
can
one
get
with no
one
util
here.
to his name.
Spike
That
planted.
Molly's
Mata
devastating for him as
also
well.
a fake
Doesn't
player?
allow him
What do
to
you
get into
mean?
any kind of decent position, and G2 can be very happy about this timing. They know exactly where he is.
Doubling up. In through elbow, Som making moves now. But again, has no real knowledge of where they could be. Plan position, it could be anywhere. Up through long, in through elbow. Som just contacting, doesn't reveal his hand just yet, just trying to piece together the unknowns. See where they are, but now making noise because time is ticking. It's against him currently.
Nice.
And
Well played
off
from
that,
G2. Good round.
Steps, perfect cue taken for Jonah P to take that swing.
Well, I said it had to be around for G2, and they coordinated perfectly. They've got a protocol to be able to get through that pit, and it starts with a Fade ultimate. Rips the ears away from Scuba. He can't hear what's going on. And then a deadlock ult straight into his face. And Leaf firing basically just off the spam, right?
Yeah.
It's the fact that Scuba is shooting at the Prowler that gives away his position. The flare
Yeah, that was a
coming
nice
into the gun
combo.
barrel. Josh and Baby Bay happy about that one. Really well executed.
Looks like a
clean round.
fast B exec
G2
here.
second on the board. There are, however,
Let's hear
massive
Jordan long.
defensive ultimates available for NRG in this round.
Exactly, they're still in a pretty prime spot right now. Namada is alone.
Yeah, but
Well, he was
he
claiming
can play along because he has a showstopper. Som has an orbital strike that he can help with from lamps. So you can afford to quad stack the A site early rounds just in case G2 runs something fast.
Rock is going to be rejoining him too. Just push out from Showers, Leaf holding
Oh, this
the
is
angle.
a great angle
Covered
for Leaf.
much at all. He just spots
He's
it.
hacking.
How's he done that?
Oh my goodness!
He's cheating.
Some client-side visual error or something there. Leaf must have seen it. There's an answer, an immediate response from Mada, but it's missed out. That's damage done. No quite kill the Satchels. Does claim his life. Fast.
He gets
Straight
the
up
ult
for a
and a
short, but
satchel
G2
out.
stunted, stopped, pulled back. Calling for discipline. Didn't want to get pulled into the chaos here. In a round like this, they still have that
We're
player
gonna bait
advantage.
Mata into this angle. This is really good.
Going for more. Jorgamo shuts him down. Is Som trying to help it up?
That's
He'll be back.
crazy
Out and
movement.
away. Jorgamo!
How is he getting away with this?
There's nowhere that you are safe. He's gone again. It's like a magician.
Actually snapping their ankles in half, bro. What is this bullshit?
NRG
He gets three, man.
That one. Two enormous ultimates expended. And G2 made them look like fools. That play from Leaf. Gotta see it from his POV because, yeah, like you said, it must have been something to do with the Viper Wall difference on the observer POV versus client side because we did not catch a glimpse of him.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
he does, yeah.
he sees him.
He just sees him. And what a nice position to be playing that abuses where Scuba's got that.
All over the place.
It feels like John.
Bye-bye. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Bye-bye. Feels like Jorg's playing in fast. Fast forward.
No
sometimes to the plays he's
nonsense,
making.
pal. Bring
What a
back the
massive
good old
round
days.
for G2 to win, though. One of the best case scenarios for them. Two big ults pulled out of NRG, forces the timeout out of them.
Because now they have far fewer tools to work with. I
That's
mean, NRG
what-
were doing a great job of.
That's what everybody
keeping
was gonna
things
say.
close.
When players use
G2's
the anime
biggest
battle on
round was
chat
when
like
they had
real
to
men.
use two ults
True,
of their own.
actually.
So NRG
We used
were
to
staying
watch
ahead in
Gods
terms
play
of the ult
Valorant.
cycle. The
Tens
ult economy
versus
was going
CNED.
perfectly fine.
I mean, I guess those two
But
never
that round
actually
is
played
just
each other, but you
twisted
get the
everything.
point.
And now you're heading into your last 5 rounds of the half. And NRG need these. They absolutely need these because it was the attack side against G2 that looked atrocious last time we saw it. Ethan lost his head a little bit, I think. He was
Tens
sending
versus
fast pops in
Durka on
over
the
and over
Jet.
again,
There
and
we go.
G2
That's the
just ate
matchup
them
I
up.
was looking for.
Now that was with Valen and Jonah playing like some of the best players in the entire world, and Valen at the
Scream
moment
versus
doesn't have a kill,
CNED.
but hasn't quite
Back
needed
when
it, I suppose.
Asana's CTE was an
Get the rounds
advantage.
regardless.
Yeah.
Not back then. Not back when Jet was really
Here,
good. That was when
with
Chamber
another
was good.
massive ultimate that they can use, and NRG once more.
Unless that
anticipating
does
this
count as the good old
fast
days.
A pop.
4 players stacked up.
Then that's fair.
Again, the money
Yay
saving
versus
time for
Cryo.
NRG. They've been able to at least keep the buys going. Dimensional drift. Save for a rainy day. Happens to be now. Headbutton onto the nade over towards Showers as well. NRG are trying to hold this one down, but a grab dead. Oh, that's a kill, surely.
Now,
No,
2021
it's right there.
CTE.
Quick flick to the side.
Well, he
Som
wasn't.
to 180.
That was just because he couldn't play
Swats
Jet.
down Jorgamo. The Armageddon
And
wasted.
he was
Pulled out
being
a G2 here.
misused. Like, that wasn't his fault. Oh, Reyna Icebox
Who tried
zipline.
to follow up on the
I'm
grab
using.
net,
I
but
see.
just couldn't
Okay,
find
yeah.
the player. Sick
Yeah,
shot
I get
from
what you
Mata.
mean then.
And they even used
Like
Trent's
Masters
ultimate, like you
Berlin,
said, to clear
Asuna.
out lamps. NRG just stepped in front of it, took the fight in the choke point, and that 4 stack. What a call!
The Reyna
So
on
go for it in the
Breeze with
previous
Nitro
round.
on Jet.
They didn't quite have the read then. This time paid dividends.
spotting it out. Presence again over towards A short.
No need to take a risk here, though.
No.
This is just harassment, disruption utility.
Making a bit of the util here. Smoke drop down.
Dude, that Breeze game against Gambit, bro, that was peak Valorant.
Round as well.
They have the money, so it's not like G2 are going to be looking for a save here, but there's only 30 seconds, and they are pretty far away from being able to exec anywhere.
NRG have just got the full complete read.
Well, I mean, silver ranked back then is like
20
practically.
seconds now.
Yeah, avoid the op. Yeah, I know. Steal Mastermind IGL.
NRG with a spot as well. Bullets flying
Did I
forward.
miss
Matters
steal?
there. ADS up. Sharp shooting. Ethan spamming, shutting them down, closing this one out.
Steal
entirely.
versus Shazam
No one can
beef,
step
peak
past that
Valorant.
boundary. The timers against them ran out.
I mean, I know that wasn't
Isolation
like,
tries to join the
I know that
PvE,
mostly wasn't Valorant, but
Going to be sitting on the sidelines for now, waiting for that round 9.
Prepared for what their opponents are going to be running.
Steel walked so Alpha here could
The
run.
preparation that comes from the
I
coaching
unplugged my
staff,
headphones,
you
by
know,
the way.
you've got
That's why
Wonka as
the
head coach,
audio
you've
cut
got
out.
Ethan
Or my,
there as
not
the
my
IGL
headphones,
as
my
well,
mic.
who I'm sure is
My mic headphones.
very involved, but they just have such a great read on how the other team is going to be approaching their attacks. And that was a great example. I doubt you're going to see that quad stack come out from them again, but it served its purpose and won them a vitally important round.
Keeps them intact into this, the money.
Now Brock is just following noise. He started the round over in spawn. He's going to rotate over towards B because that's where they heard a flash early on. Responding to things like, for example, do you hear the drone coming through showers at the start of the round? Do you hear prowlers coming down B long?
Scoop has gotten one orb since using his Viper ult.
Bullets exchange, not much else.
I think it was literally just him dying in the pit.
That's in order to get Leaf's annihilation.
The fit or
So
the
use it
double
last
ult.
time to clear through a pit. Scuba's miles away from that one. The ults are hugely in favor of G2. And they also control showers and B long. It's a tough position here for NRG to defend.
We should go hunting
know
somewhere for
where
info,
G2
like
are
on
ending.
short.
It's constant pressure.
Which I think Brock is going to get here to
Charles
do
control
that.
Still there's for them as well, so the TP could be taken by Jonah P. But
AB
he's just
walked
drifting back,
so
doesn't want to give away any
Asuna
sound
could
cues to where
trip
this is gonna
and
be landing.
fall.
Matter to nade. Primed and ready.
This is
Util flying forwards as well. He's going to send this one.
no C's though.
equally. TP forwards. Jorgamo immediately dealt with salvos. Orbital strike.
What is
doors,
that
no one
combo
safe really
with
to stand.
showers?
It's like Pocket Man is trying to play.
I really don't think that
What a horn,
works.
sets up
Good
Sol
trade from Jonah though.
perfectly.
They're not in the worst spot ever here.
Bit of guesswork alongside it. Brock going to be disengaging from this one, waiting for his team to get this flank online. NRG,
Should fight backside
Slowly
here.
closing up.
Good call.
the net and possible positions that G2 can play in. They're the ones with their backs against the wall.
Leaf's
Way
exposed
out into
though.
the open, Leaf not anticipating it. It's left down to Jonah. He's trying to hunt out where these players could be. Brock immediately, look at him, repositioned. Watchful eye up onto heaven, spots it out. They know where he is, and now the rest of NRG get a move on. Nade rebounding, Ethan sticks it, know that he has safety. His teammates have got
Nice
his
Jonah.
back, full
No
stick.
time though.
Defense in order.
Nice. Good
Scuba
retake from
locks it
NRG.
all away.
Got a little chaotic
Another
there.
beautiful defensive round from NRG. The way in which they're stepping forwards out of positions like lamp, pocket, to be able to fight up towards that short choke point, it's bold and it's working perfectly against G2. The prep, once again, marvelous. I mean, Jorgamo's flash has got to be able to break these kind of things, and instead he goes for the TP into default and it just gets caught instantly. And that horn really is
How
marvelous.
is
for them
Son
to be able
getting
to pick
two
up
there?
Trent. Josh is a bit frustrated. Baby Bay's on his 7th Red Bull of the day. And Bonkar is elated. And the buy is shoddy for G2. This is not the start they were looking for on the map where they are the most favored in this entire pool.
And we were saying it. But again, NRG
I think G2 need one
constantly
more,
subverting the
and then they're
expectations
fine.
we set for them.
NRG can't call an attack side on this map.
Moving as a team, moving forwards. Ethan really locking down at B. Long avenue. A horn and a flash into his face. But
I said
it
I'd
does
like
work out.
5, but
Line's not going to be impeding him.
He's
I think
doing a
4 is
great job
fine.
of pulling out
Because
the
G2 are
ball,
genuinely good at this
making
app.
noise, challenging, forcing G2 to waste
But their
G2
attack
before
side
they
is
get to the site.
so bad, historically, that
Jorg trying to get a
should
little
be
bit
able
of
to win this
information.
map.
But Valen's been calling this kind of default quite a lot, and that knife is nice.
It's a
Just clears
good
out the whole
re-clear
of this
knife.
top
Could be a
area.
good re-clear Prowler as well, and they're
And
going
then
to
Prowler afterwards
get
to make
full
sure
run
that
to
the
A.
knife didn't get dodged. So now they're pretty confident that this is going to be going back into A, and Valen, like I said, has been calling a lot of this. B-long defaults into short pops. Now, usually, though, they've got people ready to push up and hold this tight pocket area. And this time, a more passive defensive setup from NRG.
Bit further back.
Nice shot from Bound.
Get an instant to react to that one here.
Uh-oh. Saw mollied himself off.
What
What a flash from... Oh my god, what a flash from Ethan.
What a flash from Ethan! Disgusting work, and Jonah P again left to scramble.
Holy
But can do
fuck.
only naught. 7-3 on a map where we were fully expecting G2 dominance for the beginning of this grand finals. NRG again flip that script.
They're just showcasing so many different ways of playing the defense. It's beautiful to watch, it really is. I was saying, okay, this round's a little bit different, but look at this flash. It allows Brock to play aggro, but this time as a plant denial instead of to stop the exec.
Make that play, bro.
That is sick. Now, whether that is Ethan calling for Brock to do it or Brock calling for the flash, either way, perfection from NRG.
Immediately just
There's fast A popping.
mishaps here. G2 going for a fast play, potentially down. It's a Nightfall that does connect. Some of the players going to be having those sound cues cut away, but Trent needs to win this fight out, just
Big
sidestepping,
fight from
dancing.
Trent.
Duking with Ethan takes him out. Must win round here for G2, yeah, instant break off that wall. You're already seeing him taking that lamp control. Mada, he's forward
Nice
as well.
jaw.
Trying to steamroll over them. Just traded out eventually.
Sama's the brim ult
Gets an
here.
exchange.
Scuba's on the flank. He's gonna get two.
Perfect timing.
Only gets
Patience
one.
played.
But he's,
Just
I
missed
mean,
that second shot
Leaf
around,
is
but there
dead.
it is. Orbital strike to set this one up. Vulnerable as anything. And this is it. Dead from 1,000 cuts.
How did they lose
G2
this
try
one?
and take it with pace, but NRG happy to shut it entirely down. Trent can only do
I feel like
so
they're really
much.
missing, like, either a Viper or an
Everything
Info
the G2
Sentinel in this
try
comp.
is getting destroyed. I mean, it's...
I
it is that
do
iron
also think
wall.
G2's comp is
NRG.
built for
They
defense.
will just hold their
So
positions,
I am
and you just smack up against it constantly.
interested to see
Whatever
how this
wave of
works.
aggression you have breaks. And it's 8-3 for NRG. They look amazing
I don't know.
on this
I'm
side.
trying not to like cope
They're
too
setting
much for
themselves
G2
up so
because
nicely to
I
not have
think
to do as much on attack.
NRG is playing a really good game right now.
From their prior maps as
on their
well, it's a
defense
sign
side,
that
but
NRG have been struggling on.
I can't help but feel like
Like
this
that it is this one-sided. This
might
dominant
not even be
bodes
enough
very well
already.
for them.
And it's not like they struggle on
Like, because
literally
G2
every
started
map,
the defense side
but
on
Bind
Bind
in particular,
against
they only averaged something like 4 wins a half.
who'd they play?
If they
Oh,
get
it was
this
literally
one,
NRG the last time they played this.
Exactly. All works out
Yeah,
in
they
their
started
favour.
defense side. NRG won the pistol, and then G2 won the next 10 rounds in a
More
row.
track in the economy.
Yeah, knowing that the money's going to be low, weak. Drone though doesn't actually get the tag there. Blocked out
And
by the
NRG
wall.
won a good
But
amount
look
of
how much
defensive
utility's
rounds.
pulled out. The drone, the stun, the grab net, of which
Either way.
only one of those refreshes.
Deep boom bot. Brock's been posted up into a forward angle as well. He can take the contact. The rest of NRG happy to play off of it.
There's so much variety.
Mada just there to break that power, but it is spotted out in the end.
Nice,
Jordan
good
takes
kill,
that peek
good
anyway.
punish on
Sees,
Brock.
Connects, flash into your face as well. Fight to be taken. Molly on top of it. It's a showstopper.
Nice, good raise ult.
It's
It's 1 HP, able to kind of pre-fire it a little bit. At that point, you're a little scared that you're going to end up dying to the raise ult. Oh, he half cleared it. Nice work from Scuba.
Looking nasty with it. And Leafy got all that space.
It's like the lack of the Viper or Info Sentinel is really hurting G2.
That's astonishing that Mada is going for that. In the final round of the first half in the grand finals of Americas. His first year out here, and he's already topping the ace tables and feeling casual enough to go for a knife kill to get a 9-3 half.
So clean with the movement.
No, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, he's so low there, he doesn't want to open himself up. Just wiggles with the movement and even just the blade into the back to make it really sting. 9-3. It's the half we're looking at.
Yes!
NRG
Knife kill!
they are looking on fire right now. We'll see if there is any pushback at all from G2 when we look to that next half.
I know what you're thinking. Total glow up. What's her secret? Fine, I'll spill. I totally upgraded with Verizon. Everyone gets a free phone with any plan, even if you're already a customer. Like me. Now I have Google Gemini. It's like a little glam squad in my pocket. Gemini, what eye makeup goes with this lipstick?
I'd suggest a classic cat eye.
Wow.
Alright,
Setting the
we're
bar
gonna
high
need
for
G2's
daycare
comp to
makeup.
really show up on the defensive side. Let me look how it did against Sen. Because, let's see. So Sen chose to start attack for whatever reason. And won 3 rifle rounds. So, like, Sen won the pistol in the follow-up. And then after that, only got 3 more rounds. So they went 7-5 with winning pistol. I mean, G2 needs this pistol, obviously. But I mean, G2 did win the bonus, the pistol bonus on attack, and NRG did lose that. So like, I think in rifle rounds, G2's comp is generally much better on the defensive side, but obviously you need the pistol here. If you're G2. Surprising to be sure, but a welcome one. NRG's playing really well, but I have my doubts that this will continue, at least on this map.
Not quite the easy opening that G2 were hoping for. It's been regional dominance from them, but NRG are putting up one hell of a performance so far, and it's all
Why did
for that
G2 ban
trophy
Icebox
here.
in this series, man? Just play it.
Teams.
I guess they really want the 3-peat.
It has been exciting. It's always fun when esports isn't quite solved, doesn't go the expected way that you're anticipating, especially with these two teams in the finals.
But this next half could also
Gonna need a
be
much
one-sided.
better half from
This is where
Valen
we've seen
individually.
the calling struggle for NRG. The fast plays not work, and this is where G2 dominated them last time.
The question is
G2 can win a pistol.
Exactly. The pistol rounds, we know that G2's win rate is right up in the sky.
Trent playing a bit of
65%.
a float to play plant denial. Jaw has the
round is gonna
TP
be
to go support on A.
Focus here.
You can
But
tell that they're expecting some kind of fast
yeah.
round
I
because
think
they have a player in spawn
NRG's
and
gonna
the teleport
play this
spawn,
slow, wait for
ready
any
to
Jaw
immediately
TP to
react in
run
whatever
out.
direction the fast player is called. And look at
And
the
then-
timing here. Ethan calling the A-pop just as the gate crash expires. That is beautiful.
Yeah, really good call
Awareness
here from
of
Ethan.
how this comp operates with the Euro. Bleeding out information from G2, knowing that the Euro has to disengage.
And contacting down short behind the wall instead of going for a pop. Really nice.
As you moving up, Valen seems to be, there's a level of awareness.
Nice,
here. Let's take
Valen.
that kill. Matta's
Able
gonna
to
be
get
topped
out.
Here,
Good
going
work.
low in the process. Jonah picked off when he was going walk
Jonah
around,
gets
got
punished on the
back
flank.
down for
Brock
NRG.
clears
No
it out.
denial
4v4
inside
post plant
G2.
here. Trent has full
Taking this
util.
4v4.
Leaf is going to
Right,
flank
taken
here
away.
with the grab net.
Expecting NRG to play the same way that
They're
they
playing a
did
deep
weeks
short
ago.
post plant, which
But no,
G2 was not
great.
doing on their
Enough
attack side
good
at
information.
all,
3
despite
players
having
tagged,
this
you know,
amount
one
of
is
post
missing.
plant.
On the map, Leaf going, walking around.
Like they never had somebody holding this flank.
Just a jiggle
G2
from
did.
Scuba. Look to see if he can shut this one
Nice
out, but
Leaf,
Leaf
good
wins it
kill.
out anyway. Damage is done to him.
Nice Leaf, good
He's
kills.
dropped in the process. Leaf can't be stopped, and now the pressure's on. NRG are the ones who have to make the play, making moves.
Good
happen,
double
but so
swing,
can
good
only do
retake.
so
Let's go.
much.
Well, that's a round stolen away, to be honest, from NRG. I don't think that
Redux
they'll be mad
Duelist,
about
Cryo
the game
Smoke,
plan,
Crashies,
about the
Flex
execution
IGL,
early,
Burno,
any of
Hard
that stuff.
Initiator, Vic
But Leaf,
Senti.
towards the
No.
back in market, picking up
I mean,
two,
A, that would never happen.
causing
B, why is
so much
Crashies
danger.
IGLing?
taking out Scuba. And then here, Ethan's got the jump on it completely. Nice shots as well from Trent, the two of them combining together.
Is Ethan the
biggest
IGL for
performers all
NRG?
year long for this G2 side.
Why
Save
not?
them when
Because
they so
did you
desperately
watch
needed it.
NRG in 2024?
Maybe
If
not
Crashies
must
could
win in the
IGL, he would have
series,
done
but
it, and
certainly
that
the one
team
in
would have
which
been
you
good.
expect them to start out on the right foot.
Pistol round, the economy is on the right track here for G2. NRG.
He was not IGL. Yes,
Not
but
in
if
the
he
red zone
could
yet.
IGL, he would have done it on that
End
team.
run, where they've got the teleport and the Teho in spawn just waiting to react off noise. Clearly
Ego
not
problem,
anticipating that Ethan's going to change things up
Not
too
Pookie's
much.
fault.
Maybe thinking, all right, well, he called a contact on the
Okay.
pistol, but he's not going to have reinvented his entire attack side game.
Sure.
In, you know,
At that point,
every
get Boaster. His contract's up with Fnatic after this year. You get Boaster to IGL, and he plays Initiator.
Having talked to some of the other
plays
people in
main
America,
scan.
some of the other coaches, etc. He's trying to find the position for a lineup. You know, when you're looking at the floor and you're like, oh, I can't remember which of these cobblestones I was supposed to line up with for
Just
my
making
hole.
me dizzy, mate. Just he's going around in circles. Again, just waiting out the timing over the gate crash.
Yeah.
As soon as it's gone, now they're going to be looking for that time to strike, trying to overwhelm it with that brute
Nice,
force and
Trent.
pistols. Trent Drifts in
What?
from the side. Smoked off for now, but the salvos as well. There's only a slight pocket to really play in. And
Nice.
Trent just knows it perfectly. Exactly where to shoot. Doing his best Brock cosplay.
Trent with good aim in this round.
Brock, speaking of him, already just drifting in from back. That's an execution mode.
Wait.
Classic. He's already picked up the stinger. Weaving now.
Okay.
A flash on the hand.
Wait.
Connect, Brock.
Okay.
Looking to really take over, but shut down.
Get the bulldog. Get the
towards
bulldog.
The end.
Okay. They only lost
He's a danger
stingers.
player. He
It's
was
fine.
absolutely phenomenal
Let's
yesterday.
rebuy the stingers this round.
But
One away from the
All
armor.
good.
Yeah, he is.
yeah, G2, they stabilize in that round, but take a lot more damage than they were looking for. You don't want Brock to get online, man. No. You absolutely do not want him to get online.
Gonna...
But
Yeah. Are gonna... I mean, this would be a really big bonus win for NRG. Or for NRG. For G2. If G2 win this bonus round, they're winning the game.
Potentially
What?
more important for
Why is Leaf buying?
Same game plan.
You have 50 credits, Leaf.
Up towards the spawn. That's a 140 potentially there. Just tagging Mata into the kneecaps. A lot of
Yes,
back and
okay,
forwards
yeah.
in, though.
Sadak IGL, that works. That's good with me.
Not to be pushed back, not to be postured.
At least somebody that can IGL.
Downy angle inside that smoke. Shorty.
That works for me.
NRG don't like the look of it though.
And then I'd
a
go
little bit of map
I'd go
control, though.
Bruno.
And
So I think he's more plausible to get than Crashes.
Go for a
Even though
re-clear?
both contracts are
Or
up
to
after
be
this
long.
year.
Yeah, drone comes out now from Trent, looking to re-clear this position. And as they do, I think they'll be a bit more confident that things are ending towards A. You're expecting Ethan to call.
They're gonna double
these
walk all the way
execs.
back
Instead, though,
towards-
instead of going on this timing to go for a short pop, he's calling for the re-exploration back in this direction.
Jordan reposted up from that drone early.
Interesting call from Ethan. I'm not going to say it's the wrong one quite yet.
Take down the opposition. One shot fire just for the Prowler. Still not pushed back away from this one. His Gatecrash is gone though. He's going to have to take the TP just to try and exit, but Haunt up into your face as a salvo.
What, Jaw?
Supplement. That was his own team as well. Looking to help him out in case the squeeze did come from two different directions. NRG slowly but
I don't have
surely
time to leave
dissecting
here.
both.
Nice, Trent.
Stunts it
Good
entirely.
ult.
Armageddon drop down to rolling red
Good
carbon of
work from
ammunition.
Leaf. Let's fucking
Ballistics
go.
to set up.
How is Mata so low already? He got shot by an outlaw. I don't know why this is lagging.
Leaf for success. And time now entirely too short.
Bro.
It's a rolling red carpet of ammunition.
This is not 720p. There's no
It's a
way.
rolling red carpet. Leaf for success. And time now entirely too short. This gap is closing at a rapid rate.
And this is why we couldn't count out G2 whatsoever, despite the fact that NRG looked blisteringly
Give me
good
freedom,
on
give
their
me fire,
defense
give
side.
me Teo, or I retire.
Having said that, I still like the way that Ethan's calling the attack. I think he's doing a great job of calling around those gate crash timings. But when he does hit a site, Trent's had a monster performance. And the defensive utility is still great for G2.
14 and 11. The money still tight here for NRG. Jogmo still holding on to that outlaw. Knows exactly to play
Nice
for it.
jaw.
Mata again stopped. Taken out
Yes,
immediately here.
yeah, he
Splashes
used
into
to
your
just
face, but he's
TP.
just going to be backing away anyway. Gate crash as well to exit that
Go with
TP.
TP out.
Towards the back of the A site. Trent now looking to stop them in case there is a rush coming forwards and
Good
through.
wall
That
from
wall up.
Leaf, and
You're
now
not gonna break
NRG
that when
can't
you
do
only have
anything.
pistols.
No, it's too damn difficult.
It's so good for securing these anti-eco rounds, actually, the deadlock.
Jaw acquired some of
Can't
the,
get past
some
it,
of the CTE when he
Just
moved
having
to
a look.
G2.
Just a bit of a peek.
Just having a scan.
Yep.
Don't see any. Don't see anything.
Rest of NRG grouped up. TP taken.
Jonah's more worried about short timing. Thinks that somebody could have looked through. Worried about Scuba's wall.
Same could be said for NRG. They went all the way through cave together.
Very
Talented,
aware
the
of
three
all
of
the
them, just in
possibilities
case.
here. Dude,
They
can
lost
this
control of
stop
market.
working? I think the drone was just to check and make sure nobody like timing the wall or anything,
Contacting through.
which was good. I mean, you're against an anti-eco, especially on these rounds. You don't want anything weird happening.
That is snappy.
So you
Straight
just
down
make
to the
sure.
body. Ethan's going to be
Good
dropped.
flash from
done.
Jaw.
Song with the plant, just a bit of a tap now. Pushing forwards again. There's 20
So
seconds
weird
left.
smoke from
To
Psalm.
debate the positioning of some of these players. Maybe earn himself a free kill.
Yeah.
There it is.
I mean,
Someone from
Jonah's
the
in
side.
a
It's
really
gonna be
bad
dropped
spot
and the rifle
there.
picked up. There's only 14 seconds though. Another tap. Seeing what more he can get from this G2 squad as well. They're not opening themselves up
Nice
entirely.
scuba.
But heads are rolling. Trent immediately taken
Nice
out,
sleep.
dismissed,
Okay,
but
good
Leaf
work.
is the savior. Finds his way back into the fight as well. Just asserts himself confidently.
And with that final skirmish, Leaf and Som both getting ults online. So another tool that's going to allow both teams to work around in the next when rifles Ults come back online for NRG. Really nice kind of half prediction shot from Jorgamo as the smoke blooms. NRG would love to extend this lead that they have to 3 here, because if you don't, you're slightly worried that G2 are going to start running away with things, get even more ults online.
Round lead. Steadily being chipped down here by G2. Only 2 down now for them.
Jaw getting aggressive on short here. He's been B-long like every round. But actually moving him around the map now. Trying to get him on some kind of aggressive timing on short. First gate crash runs out. Then NRG will start making some pressure.
That Prowler connects as well, but that is miles away. People have to get a move on, but it looks like this ult is going to be wasted, dissipating into nothing. Takes a prediction just in case there was that evacuation.
Full showers control.
Jorgamo, just with that outlaw, would have had to be precise.
And because all of that skirmish happened at about the minute mark, Jorgamo doesn't have his gate crash online either, so it's had to be Valen rotating over to cover B.
Back up, this A side does seem weak, doesn't it? Jorgamo just here with the outlaw. That's
oh my god, he gets a no-scope?
Get the hell out of here.
The second shot was
to get away with that.
The first one is...
Stimmy's going to be dropped down now, flash up overhead. This is NRG trying to take this one
whoa,
forward.
how is he blind?
Oh my goodness. Grandad just slowing him down, stuns in the push entirely. NRG still
good
trying to fight
kill
this
from
one.
Jonah, that was huge.
And bleeding out in a position like this, the damage is
kill
done
from
and it's
Trent.
a little bit too much to overcome. Scuba.
And Scuba's left in a tough spot here. Ideally, he's going to get one here. That puts NRG in a much, much better spot.
Does he make? Not opting for the TP. Swings into the back of Valen.
Doesn't
Already
though.
aware of the angles. 9-8. G2 just a 1 round behind now from a 9-3 half.
They've done an excellent job of getting back into this. And they forced attack timeout out of NRG. That play, though, from Jorg might have defined the round. Yeah. Because I think if Mada gets value out of Scuba's wall, sneaks all the way into Lamps and gets the opener, we're looking at a totally different round here.
The A side would be cracked open.
I'm not sure what the adjustment call is that Bonkar can go for in a spot like this. Early round, you don't particularly
this comp is so tough to play
or
against.
any other kind of exec. You know that G2 can handle those. And the Yoru is just spectacular at always meaning that you hit the strong side. If instead you go for these slower rounds, that doesn't really play to the strengths of NRG. They're finding decent timings around the gate crash, but when they actually hit into a site, they're just running into all of the defensive utility of G2, right? Because G2 just hold it all.
Yeah, if you spend the first 40 seconds just waiting out that gate crash and the TP, it's a good enough game plan, but like you said, you're not forcing them to use any util.
Yeah. So I think there still has to be some skirmishing early from NRG. It's fine if you don't want to actually commit to a site, but you do at least need to be pulling some of this out of G2.
Yes.
And to some degree, they kind of did in the previous round because there was that short reclick.
What are they doing?
Prowler through the teleport.
Yeah.
Annihilation.
What is G2 doing right now? They're just running back and forth in spawn.
But there's still so much util to get through when you actually commit to the site.
Jonah's gonna play like a giga float
It's a
here.
tough situation that
Okay, he's gonna
himself in.
use Fatal off contact on his short. Could be kind of a float as well.
Back of it as well. We'll see what they're looking to get going and moving. Knife overhead.
Looks like just a fast A exec.
Grab that sent prematurely. Nightfall indeed. Laid out on top. Just a few connections, maybe
And
just
there's
the one.
just big deadlock wall.
That's
And this
the same
entire
kind of
plan
rhythm
is
that
shut
NRG
down.
go for when they do their short exec. Here it comes.
Orbital strike in through the back as well, but his wall,
Just
nobody's really able to get over this one, other than Mada. He's definitely alone.
Leaf has to get one in this spot.
Cutting up the corners.
And he gets out.
The angles.
Perfect.
Som just taking that fight solo as anything. The season through the back. Sound cues cut
Jonah,
away on either side.
good prowlers, Jonah.
NRG though are throwing absolutely everything at this, trying to make it work.
Kill on Trent.
Mada onto that high ground.
And, I mean, Jaw has them full contained. This round is over. Unless NRG just wins out all the fights.
This round as well, but right from behind, Jorgamo lying in wait. And your options now limited entirely. NRG have to try and find their way forward. Straight into it.
Scuba.
Util at your feet, hot as anything. And the chat being given straight back. Leaf out of his seat.
Coming out of attack timeout, again, NRG do try to change things, though. They throw early util that makes it look like they're doing a short exec. They bait out the Fade Ultimate, the Deadlock Wall, and then they take a lot of space in front sight. The problem is they can't do anything with that space. They can't shut down Jorgamo, even with Brock getting a spam kill on Trent. They just couldn't find those kills. They don't have that extra wave of pressure to push into backside. G2 have tied the game, forced NRG down on the stingers.
That's a 9. And already
Oh
look
my
at it.
God,
You
what a
try to go
grab
fast, he's
net.
going to be slowed down once more. That grab there, here it is. Satras forwards, Mada. He's not messing around now, but he does have the weapon at hand to really do
Oh,
anything
what a
about
vault.
it. Jonah P.
Doesn't
set
get
up
anybody.
perfectly.
Jonas stole the kills,
Over a
bro.
strike as
That's
well.
fucked.
No one can cross that line of scrimmage that has been set up and drawn in blood.
So they're just trying to do fast pops now?
Not for much longer. The lead is now G2's.
I don't get what the adjustment is here.
Huge recovery in this half. And G2 coming out with all of the answers. NRG, the pressure is back on. But at least they have ults now to work with. Running a short pop like this forced out a huge amount from G2. They were under pressure. They felt inclined to throw out ultimates.
Yo, guys, come on! Come on! Come on! Come on, we got...
What the fuck is
This is
Jonah
the round
doing, bro?
where the ults could turn and get NRG there first. And that's why G2 are going for an aggressive play out Sand, taking the risk.
Pushing out. Will they come out? Oh, it's anticipated.
Did you just call
Some
Sam
balls,
calm?
no real smokes to go for. So despite the fact that Ethan, Mada have huge ultimates to work with, they're going to have to get into a site and win this one with the pit.
Jonah P spots it out on with the jiggle, prowling through into short, like you said.
And now they have showers walled off. They don't really have to worry about Scuba.
Potentially.
Or they don't have to really worry
Missing a
about
shot.
Mata.
Leaf
It's really
still
only
alive, lucky
Scuba.
forward as well. Valiant as well, finding one across the map.
Why does Ethan... This happened when Demon 1 was playing Raze on this map for NRG. Why does he call rounds with the Raze ult walking through showers all the time? Like, this is Mata's body when he has the Raze ult.
Grab that forwards again, but he spotted out the target. That's the mark they're looking for. Jonah P's forwards once more. Flashes forwards with the decay damage.
It doesn't make any sense.
Startled with the defense, just cowering in.
Okay, that was an interesting play from Jonah.
Finding a way to fight back, push back. Plant down, but that's shorty. Jorgamo just ripping Brogue to pieces.
Jaw's so
Shredding
silly,
in with
man.
the shrapnel. Scuba has got to do the most now. No more Utah. The
Nice,
work of
friend.
it's all
Good
covered
kill.
in the end.
That's the round that had to turn things for NRG if they wanted to win here on Bind. And G2 with a beautiful idea. They're so good at calling disruption plays like this. A triple push out through Sand because they recognize they're at a disadvantage in the ult economy. And this team might have some of the best protocols out of anyone I've seen in terms of clearing pits. They are so nice with it.
I'm pretty sure he was literally just jumping up and down.
And now back to a scenario in which NRG slight advantage in terms of the ult, but not as much as they had
this
previously.
timeline.
They don't have that KO ult Viper's Pit combo to be able to secure the early round and the close. So
Do you
now
have
G2
Fade ult
go
Raze
back
ult
to
though?
what was working so brilliantly for them. It's been flawless, utterly.
Nato Molly's going to be sailing overhead. It's long-range artillery that's going to be hammering down onto the site.
The only thing that could make this
G2! Oh my goodness,
and
shot
this
stopped.
G2 comp more defense-sided is if they put the KO in instead of the Fade.
Sends the rocket forwards and himself like a rocket. I mean, he's just laying claim to most of the lives of G2 here. Exactly what they needed.
Look
They
at
needed a
me and
hero,
Audie's
Matter's in.
Discord status.
Damage done to
Playing
him.
a brain rot cart.
Still alive for now, though. Deep smoke in through lamps as well as a corner. Allen, hard to push through that. Disadvantage.
Okay.
Trying to take the fight, and there it is. He tried to make a go of it.
Okay,
Crouched
good round
up.
from NRG. Used the Raze ult to get through showers.
Alive here
Got
for
a few kills
G2.
on the site.
Jogamo Jonah P. He'll make
Gonna
a
just
go of
play
it.
some exits here for
Steadily
G2
working
though, do some
forwards.
economy
See if they can
damage,
piece together the map, 'cause they
hopefully.
know that the damage done.
But he needs
Be
to get
important
out of here
along
with this op.
all of things here. Hearing a lot of noise moving forwards again. That knife towards the back. Hold on, Jonah P sticking quick. Scope in D, but Ethan beams it down. Song from the side will save them.
Yeah, no funny moments. We've already seen one ninja defuse in EMEA this week.
Can't see
That's
another one.
that is enough
Bring the
for
op into this
the
round?
entire world.
How
This
is the attack
incredible
op gonna help?
Composure from Mata. Every bone in your body is telling you to shoot that rocket at Jorgamo there, and he doesn't. He holds it, knowing that Jorg is going to disappear, and he gets the entry with his showstopper and a follow-up kill. Beautiful stuff. NRG needed a hard entry play like that. And G2
Take the timeout from G2
immediately
here.
going to call attack timeout. Yeah, I mean, things are looking horrible. You've only won 10 in a row or whatever it was. Yeah, 8 in a row for G2. As soon as they lose one, Josh and Baby Bay getting involved.
Immediately stunting any sort of momentum that NRG
Josh
can get.
and the Baby
A lot
Bay.
for them to do there.
By
Like
the
you
way,
said, I mean, credit to Mada. Great composure. Held his nerve, didn't waste the ult. Got the advantage, stepped in even deeper into the side as well. They need big plays if they're going to be able to make this happen. G2 stopping it before it starts.
It's an interesting idea here that we've got coming out. A spoiler for you lot at home, Mada is picking up the attack side operator to be able to run through.
dude.
And I think that that could potentially work. You know, we've seen that NRG have been calling some slow attack sides and trying to outplay the gate crash.
But
One of the
like,
problems
what's
being
it
that they don't
actually
really
gonna do
have
against
the ability
G2?
to get
Because they're not
picks in the mid round. Yeah, you know, G2's
peeking into stuff really.
defensive util
Like
is
they'll do
way
it
too
early.
good.
They'll take early
step
map control
forwards.
on the defensive side,
But if Mada can put a lot of pressure
like on B long
G2 to be
showers,
info
that
peaking,
stuff.
obviously you're going to have to
They haven't really
break
been
drone
info
and prowlers
peaking
and that kind of stuff, but
mid round.
if somebody does manage to go for an info peek into Mada, he could get a lot of value with this.
See if it works out here.
Jaw taking a really passive
Shallow
angle on
angle
showers here.
towards showers, but he might be getting some action soon enough.
Well, you know the Tejo is over towards B long, so you're not worried about the drone. Jorg set up on the angle.
They know he's here now though.
It's kind of perfect. If there was going to be anyone who would peek for info, it would be Jorg.
My goodness.
Oh, he is
What a nasty little
disgusting
setup
for
from
this.
Clone, I think, to put his little gate crash up top, and you're not going to be anticipating this angle, not from your route. Cheeky tech.
He's the, I think it's the clone tech to get the TP up top.
So now Brook's incentivized to go and put a little bit more pressure.
Unless he
back
just like
onto
placed
Trent.
that on top truck and then just jumped up.
Meanwhile, the whole
Which I
round
think he did.
pivots basically on whether Mada can
But
get
he also
something
doesn't
done
have his
here.
clone,
It's
so
not
I would
posted
assume.
on an aggressive angle. I don't think NRG have done a great job here at
So it
setting
is.
Mada up for success.
20 seconds left roughly into the round. You haven't really bled much util.
There's gonna be this is gonna be like a
Prowler's
30
just recleared
second
over towards
zigzag.
Showers, so now rotates can come back through. They can
And there's a
stack the
wall
side
on
that Ethan's
short.
looking to
Leaf
go
can hold
into.
showers. If they try
It
to
does
break
look
this
a
short
bit
wall,
like
Jaw
damage,
has
'cause
it
now
with the
you're
op.
30 seconds
You know,
left.
seconds.
One of your players is going to
I
be
mean, the
trying
wall's
to
down
B
now.
pop with an op.
Going straight into this one here, the knife. Circumvented and dodged. Scuba's trying to get something done up towards short, but again, the rumble of the footsteps, he really sports this one out. The Nightfall
back,
scatters
Scuba.
forwards. It was an equal
Yeah, they're gonna go
exchange
back.
as well. Rollouts on
They're
either
gonna
side.
TP.
No one can hear a
Are
thing.
they?
Salvos. Potentially
That'd
used to
be the
offset
right
this
call.
one. Mana is just in no. Trying to
Nice,
make the
Valen.
play, but there's only 10 seconds of work of time. Is completely against them.
Nice
NRG
Jaw. Big
are gonna
kill.
get it done
That's
here
round
and
over.
now. Someone to plan has to stick this one defense.
Maybe
But
not.
it's
What?
insight.
What the fuck happened?
Right on time.
How have they got away with that by a whisker? They
That
get
was
the plant down.
so...
Barely a few seconds.
It's such a bad call from G2, or from, not from G2, for NRG,
Back over towards the long
and it just
angle.
works.
G2 trying to clear this one out. Leaf
If Leaf can get a kill here, this
Jorgemot sharp. Shots
could
fired
be-
off into the corner. And OSOM is lying forwards again. Annihilation!
Nice, good
And there
trade.
it is. A pretty present wrapped up as well.
Nice, Jaw. Good retake from Leaf and fucking Jaw.
And what a
was
present
great
it
work.
was. 12 rounds now for G2.
I thought NRG had done it. I thought somehow they'd managed to salvage that round. Got themselves into a post plant, but G2 too strong. Leaf giving his life to set up Jorg, and Jorg with an incredible read of where the final play was going to be as well. Red ball clutch in the end, but set up with the two of them. Som had a chance with the op, but in the end, that attack side operator just didn't get anything done.
Wow.
Nice!
What a comeback.
Come on, Nate!
We were talking about how many rounds do they actually need. It's incredible that this has played out like it.
Potentially didn't even need all three, but they managed to get
I'm
here.
trying to pounce on Jonah here.
Knife tags, he's not going to have any util to try and stop the man here, but
Why
the
did he
wall's
try to
overhead.
break that?
Fast, pacey, Mana forward again. But he has to be that
Nice,
speed.
Valen.
Valen! Shutting it down
The
once
trade on
more.
Trent,
NRG
though.
Not done yet. Brute force.
Don't use the Yoru ult here, Jaw.
Let their player sacrifice in vain. What they control of the site.
Does Jorg have a primary weapon?
Eventual drift
he
forwards again.
does.
And flash peeking into the back. Ethan helps it out with a bit more spam. Jorg is alone now. Taking this fight, spots out the two of them. Flash forwards, Ethan is not messing
Nice to have that
around.
Yoru ult for next
Big
round.
punish, and the first time that we see NRG with a fast round that works. Up B long, and they really caught G2 off guard. All of that conditioning of the slow pace coming out from Ethan eventually pays off. Jonah P was still breaking a horn, not expecting
Jonah
the player
kinda
to be
just
up
got
there. And that
cooked
kill
there.
onto Trent is also super important because Valen did everything he possibly could.
It was a really nice refight on the Leaf, though. Try to fight the solo player while Jaws is still on the ult. That's really good.
Got things into the final round here.
Strangely enough, the money situation just dire for G2.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Despite
How?
the string of rounds and the wins, those clutches coming back to bite them.
It's a Bucky for Leaf and no armor for Jonah P. Meanwhile, Ethan with his second null command of the half. Got that online, but doesn't really have another ult to combo with it. Null command could be great for being able to get in somewhere, but then how do you finish, especially against G2, who've got such great plant denial and space denial ultimates that they can use from long range.
Bit of presence, posturing over towards
Bit
A.
of an A fake with the
in terms of what that is
the
looking
KO.
like. Yeah, no command forwards again. Jorgemon now with a TP, but again he's not
Oh, Jaw. Only gets 2 though, but none of them were on Ethan, so that's really big.
Done, so Jorgemon might have just dealt him a death blow. And again, cutting it up. Trent is forwards, dodging, juking to the side. Now has that Armageddon. Lets it loose and lets it rip. There's no
Clear Trent. He doesn't get the kill though.
Forwards again. Jonah P there, instant with the trade. Equivalent exchange. Valiant by his side. Two players of NRG have got to get it done now. Brock and Scuba.
Leaf is in
Brock has been fantastic.
a good spot here, but he has a Bucky.
Classic in hand damage done.
Okay, they win the round. All good.
Dishing it out entirely, a map win to start our grand finals. G2 run it all the way back.
That's relatively what I expected. I expected maybe a little bit better of an attack side for G2, but overall, good.
And then G2 give it straight back to them. A tale of two halves, so one-sided on both ends, and NRG walking away. I've got to imagine bitterly disappointed that they couldn't land a very early blowback against a team that has double map ban.
Good look to hurt them, I think, potentially as that series gets deeper, but if you're NRG, you can't be thinking about that. You've got to be thinking about the next map coming up. Happens to be Lotus. It's one of the better maps for them as well.
It's one of the better maps for both teams. Both teams are looking
Yeah,
super good on this map.
If you're both teams, you're really looking at this map
Might be a little bit of a roll for G2. I was very wrong there, but these next 3 should be bangers.
Yeah, hopefully
it's a
so.
banger
We'll find
map.
out as well. We're going to be stepping away. GB
I'm
and
surprised
the rest of the
Sunset
desk
is
gonna be
map
breaking
5.
it all down. Don't go anywhere. You know you don't want to miss it.
I don't know why G2 decided to lean into Ascent over Sunset, where NRG have not been very good. Like, Sen haven't been good on Sunset all year. I mean, all years in this stage. And they beat NRG. And NRG is playing a shitty comp on that map too, so like, I would like to see
Yes, let's go.
something like I would have liked to see Sunset earlier for G2. I picked it as their first map for me, because just I think they are better on Sunset than they are on Bind. I am going to mute this, and I will be right back. I'm gonna get food. Wish I did a different color, honestly, but whatever. Alright, I'm back for a little bit. I put some food in the air fryer. Gonna make some kind of food. I don't fucking know, man. Put some hash browns in there. I'm gonna have to find something else to eat with it too, but let's see. So this, switch to this. Okay, so we're gonna have to move this away over here, and this away over here. This.
So we're down to 40 seconds left on the clock.
We'll do some more VOD reviewing of these teams' first matchup.
Put some threat down there with the wall.
This is more than exploration. This is a commitment.
Yeah, the Sage Wall put down to stop the rotates. Here goes Jaw. Trying to get into it. Still has the Guardian. Still advancing. That stun is crisp. And now heating into the site. G2 with 2 kills found. Scuba still in there. Has not been forced away just yet. Finally falls. So G2 on site. Up 4 on 2. This is a half buy round for them.
Spike planted.
Ethan on Psalm is down
nice
already.
Shot. Work from G2. I really like how committed they are to doing these like deep CT top
G2 were
mid
able to bait out the breach stun. If that stuns
plays.
up, there's no way they can keep advancing into market.
For sure.
The G2 will keep considering their options around that ability and the timings they can.
And it's so hard to stop because like what do you actually hold? Like if they do something else, you're kind of cooked. You have to have like a hard read.
And look elsewhere.
This time Ethan's positioning on the map is different. He's playing into market, so A is much softer.
When you get a chance, check
There's
Discord.
an AWP holding for Baby Bay's lurk in mid. That's in the hands of Mata. But it's Psalm pretty far forward here on A.
Psalm has just been recycling these one-ways. This will be his last one. And now Jump Peaks Prowlers breaks it, and he's gone. It's actually the assistance of the Hunter's Fury. A different idea. A bit unconventional.
G2 are gone, though. They've already reset. But now they're walking into this AWP.
Here it is, the forward fight. Nice shot out of Mata.
Spike down.
Trent out of the picture. And still 3 players stacked behind the Cypher utility on to B. So G2, consider their options. Jogamo has walked all the way through lane onto A. Ethan's also getting ready to step back into mid. Maybe not. NRG with a quiet rotate through their spawn. And yet I think Baby may have heard them. Now that they're running all the way back in their spawn, G2 move into this A site. They know it's going to be light. A wall back towards spawn. Spike now to be planted, but keep your eyes on Baby Bay. He is so far forward. Now the flash pushes him off the line.
Yeah, thank you, Max.
NRG trying to reclaim the space with Joe.
I had Discord open,
Rips
so
his head off.
makes
NRG
it
have
go
gone
black.
nowhere. The shots to dissuade them from coming back in. I don't know if they're playing this one through.
It's a save. With the AWP in Ethan's hands, they can't risk the investment.
Oh, Molly might be home by then. Okay.
And G2 have found their way in. Late round exploitation of mid. In the last one, it was a full commitment pivoting up. Here, it's again baiting out the utility in A main, pushing players forward there and giving that timing for Baby Bay to get into this lurk and explode the rotations for NRG.
It's really one of Jogamo's signature moves, is when he fake execs into a site, he will just sit there. If you don't deal with him immediately, if you don't kill him,
this is the VOD review.
he is either a late
This is the game that they played a while back.
Say this time.
Baby Bay has an off
Or like a
zone
few
this
days
time
ago.
round. At 1v1.
Yeah, the one at the top right is the live
potential
game
in this round 8.
Imagine being able to build.
Got an ad, so we'll switch back to this. Unfull screen that. Put this back. Put this here.
Defense team.
Lotus is such an interesting spot to go to because this is one of the maps where I've actually really liked what Ethan has been calling on his attack side.
Yeah.
They're also undefeated, as you can see, 5-0 on this map, NRG, whereas G2 haven't really been playing it that much. At the start of the year, they were playing Lotus all the time. This was their home territory, and they're 12-4 in it in the year total. But they've only played it twice this stage to a score of 1-1. Lost it to Sentinels, beat Cloud9 here. Now, the loss to Sentinels was in OT as well. So they've definitely still got chances to win. This is not by any means going to be a very easy map for NRG. But they can really start to apply the pressure, especially with how well they played on their bind defense and the fact that they're looking a lot stronger here on the attack of Lotus compared to the attack of Bind. They also just run a really different style compared to G2. G2 are the ones running a bit of a funky setup now, with Trent playing the Tejo in both of these first two maps.
And you have some interesting ideas behind it. But NRG are going to be starting on that attack, looking to set the tone.
He's playing super aggressively over this round.
Here and now. Prowler, posturing, pushing Leaf out of the picture now. It's going to be a quick dash with the satchels. Matters straight in through the back. Nade clearing the way. Scuba.
Good lurk from Scuba here.
Straight through the
That's his jaw.
Not enough to protect Jorgamo. That's an early kill. It's going to be claimed, but this is a fast play by G2. They're sending Util back and forth, offloading it.
Fast flood here for G2.
Looking for a way to get back in. These anchor smokes, though, might be causing difficulties. 3 players spotted out there just from that drone. G2 have got a pretty good inclination of where this one's going to be landing. But tiptoeing around most of this site, looking for the shots to land. Damage done. And kills are being collected on the side of G2. Valen, quick tap of the spike. Going to be pulling these NRG players way out
good
into
fighting
the open
together.
Here.
I mean, not a great post plant from NRG, to be fair.
Pistol around Valen, sticking now with full trust. Safety at the back of his mind, knowing his team has his back. Completely pushing Scuba out.
Critically important kills coming through there from Jonah P onto Ethan, I think, being one of the major ones. Over towards Water. You can see how quickly G2 were using that retake utility and boxing NRG into the back of Water there. I think NRG still got a nice position and we're trying to hold their own, but shots hit.
You very good lurk, Scuba Steve. Very good lurk.
G2 being able to buy up into this one. Looking to start out strong here.
Need rebounds, Leaf. Immediate kill down to Scuba, looking for a cheeky angle with a lurk, but not holding anything back. Actually just hoping to see if they can get that plant down nice and early over towards the C-site while it's weak. Don't have the weapon really. They do a piece of this one. Trent, smoke dissipates, gives him that open sight line as well. ADS still
this round's
and it's just kills collected.
Pretty much over at this point.
Arming up the orbs for the next
Wasn't
round
really
of
paying
things.
attention, I won't lie.
Very easy cleanup by
Trying to
G2
figure out.
overall. Only one player going down.
Let's go G2. I want to play Premier.
We're
Yeah,
not
so do
expecting this to be as
I
dominant
would
as
like
the
to play
defense side
Premier.
house on Bind.
I
At the
just
moment,
don't know.
might be food
I
for
would
thinking that it might be
more
more
so
of the
like
same.
to stream.
But both of these teams should be able to put together some pretty good attack side setups. It is easier, I think, on Lotus to be able to get in onto a site. You're kind of forced to play one of the sides soft. Whether that's B at the start or fighting over towards Rubble and leaving C a little weak. There are opportunities. Scuba getting dominated there. That felt personal. It was the only replay we showed.
Yep.
Taking buckshot to the mouth. Brock instantly going for this Odin. NRG have been pulling out double Odin defense on this map, which is disgusting.
Yep.
But Brock pulling out on the attack side here.
Rock attack side Odin. Also give Adi sub roll.
Obviously,
Okay.
weaker with the buy, but
second.
making sure to really get rid of every bit and
After
piece
this
of the
round.
util that's being used to clear the way in and through. NRG push back now. Set their sights over towards A. Steadily grouping up now as well, up behind that wall. Trent is forwards. Very free-flowing when it comes to G2. They are taking a lot of risks to get that mid-round information. Peaks across the board.
Yeah, they have good control of Mound, good deep information over towards B, and a 3-player stack A.
Seen it now, moving forwards. Pack mentality again. Jorgamo's going to get that exit, but again, towards the back of the
Trent's
site.
kind of alone on
Player
site
Trent
here.
is very much alone and
Not
isolated.
blind,
Swings
but
out. Takes that
has a
timing,
stinger.
but Matter with
Not
a better
really hard to
weaponry
get
and a better
to
timing
win
of
that
all of
fight.
Now towards
Still
that
have a
plant. Ethan
pretty
gets it
decent
down,
fade
so
kit to get back in here.
Actually looking to retreat now into the post plant.
Jonah's pretty
Playing
isolated.
quickly, dropping into sight, very
We're
decisive.
gonna need to get this done with very little util. Nice, Mata.
Oh, an ace. Go on, give another. He's already at the top of the leaderboards when it comes to these.
Will be another one for his collection. I know exactly where he stands, and an aid is going to be okay.
Ow.
Rebounding just against the lip of it. He's wondering what the hell's going on there. Trying to take the peak with 5 bullets left. Time ticking. No chance for G2 in this round. Looking to just deny that chance for Matter.
Yeah, I mean, Jonah P, just feed yourself into the maw. Don't allow him to get any more of these.
Not just another ace as well. It will mean the showstopper earned. So Jonah P is desperate to run away from him. He does not want to die to Matter, no matter what. And he'll take that against
Scuba steals it, bro. That's so fucked up.
Flawless though from NRG. All intact. No damage done against that bonus round.
I gave it to him.
The guns, all there for them as they can move forwards into round 4.
Mada does sometimes just have rounds like this. Obviously, we've seen him with the most aces out of anybody in Americas. It's his first year, by the way, in Americas, but yeah, the flick around. This guy's a nerd, bro.
Yeah.
Odin on both sides, Jonah P picking it up. And you expected Mada to play for the orb here on C. Valen's got to know this.
Could potentially give them a taste of their own medicine. The Prowler broken, still NRG disrespect. Straight
Mada
past
not
that
going
smoke.
for it. Oh no, he is. He's looping back.
Cautious to begin with. Scuba spotted out on his lurk.
Yeah, they must have seen him. And now G2 actually looking to go back
They're
into
gonna full
a lurk
reclaim
clearing
B.
protocol potentially here and giving the C site.
Yeah, knowing that Mada has earned up that ult, so looking to just wait out the fuse.
I don't like how long they're taking to do this,
situation and backs it up. So G2
NRG is taking quite a while to plant the
with
bomb, so
position
it's
for
fine.
a fast retake. Obviously, they avoid the showstopper, which is great.
Not in a
but
good
now
spot
they're
to
gonna
have
to
a
just do
have a good
5v5
retake here, though.
set retake here.
Not entirely wasted with the showstopper because NRG have all that back site space in towards
Like,
spawn.
look
Oh,
how
of
much
course,
space
positional
NRG have in the
advantage is
post
huge
plant.
for
They
NRG.
have like
Right
all
now,
of
the Donut
this,
Paranoid has to be
all
used
of
early
this,
on
so
just
they
to
have
try
to use
and clear them
all their
out. So
util
NRG
clearing out these
bleeding
close
out of
angles.
util steadily. Orb's going to be blooming up into the face of these G2 players again, trying to apply that pressure in through the door, but he angles. Watch
Nice,
for
Jonah. That's an
that crossfire
insane
setup.
kill
Scuba's
from
still there.
Jonah.
Door closing in their face. Time started to tick. As G2 have got to get a move on, but again they're being held at the door.
That was a bad round from
Everybody
G2.
falls, and NRG bring it 2-2.
I don't like that.
Very simple, good call. Take some mount control, pick up that ultimate, and get deep, deep space on C. They had an enormous amount of control here, and G2 were really banking on the fact that they would be able to pick up Scuba. They wanted this fight in mount to work.
Alright.
NRG happy with how this one's open.
Bit of an
Much
it's a
more
G2
successful
eco though. That's
already
the
than
thing.
their
Like
blind
they
attack
could
side.
very easily
They've
win
knocked
this with
G2's
stingers
economy down
because
as
it's
well,
G2.
but this is what we were more expecting.
Closer affair between the two teams. The middle of the map pool in this best of 5.
Like, the issue with G2's comp is they're gonna struggle
Trend that way.
with
Should be expecting even fights.
like
Yeah, I think all
fighting
three
a
of these maps
rubble,
coming up, Lotus,
or like
Ascent,
even
and
fighting
Haven
for early map
should be
control
barn burners.
in
Yeah,
general.
they're
I guess no,
really
it'll
good
be
for
fine
both
on
teams.
B and C.
And not
But
just super defense side
not
maps.
having the
Now
Neon Stun or
Ascent-
the Raise Nade for early fights is not
Ascent
great.
could be. But Lotus is always exciting when these teams are playing.
5 grouped up now just behind this one way. Leaf is the one to try and hold them back, and he's alone. There's no one here to break this util from him. He's got to try and get the hell out of there
Get out,
alone.
knifes the Prowler.
Quick
How is he
shank
so good at
to the
that?
cat. It's going to be removing the Prowler off his back, so not going to be chased down for now, but the weaponry's still weak. He wants to try and cut this one up close to the corner, but that nade pushing him out. Salvos trying to help him out.
Decent spot here.
Paranoia drifting in as well. NRG tiptoeing their way in through the side as well. The weaponry advantage
Ooh,
should be
not
enough.
able to get it. Okay, I'll be right back.
By Som. Whips it around. Strafes into the side, and that rifle, he just makes it sing.
Wasn't bothered at all by the aim punch coming through from the stinger there.
Takes him out completely.
That right click, a little bit of RNG back in the other direction. And surely,
A classic,
surely this
not.
isn't winnable.
There's no way, right? Hold on, he's trying to take the peak with a fake clone on top, but Ethan puts him down into the grave. Jonah, quick shots indeed. God. Potentially a chance, but NRG disciplined till the end. They have that high-low, and it does at least sail them to a round win.
It's a good job the early round was so good for NRG because Jorg and Jonah there were hitting some nasty ones. What was that?
Mate, I was drinking a bottle of water, I almost spat it out.
God.
That's filthy.
I didn't realize it was that good when we saw it.
Damn, he's shooting though. Like
They're
he's
both shooting.
Yeah.
Both sides.
Dude, both teams coming out with some ridiculous stuff in that round.
Heating up. Weaponry a little bit more even now on either side of things for G2 and NRG, but look at it, Jonah P again, a taste of their own medicine. Rock has been a menace alongside Som with the Odin purchases on this map.
I'd love to see them cook something up here with the 2 ults that they have. Fade ult to take the audio cues away and Som ripping an ult deep into, you know, a pit or something like that. Definitely potential to cook, but NRG happy just taking a little bit of space, tapping the door and backing up.
Jonah P feeling that pressure for a moment, but he doesn't budge from his position in tree, so still deep control over towards A.
What Ethan's calling has done, though, is put Jorgamo on the same side as his gate crash here, so he doesn't
Okay,
have this
I'm back.
fast teleport option to reinforce C.
It's up to Leaf here. Reveals the hand that he's picked up that operator. Steadily, players moving over towards him, but NRG have presence over towards B main.
They might be put off by the AWP. Makes it feel like there's more C players there.
Yeah, potentially so. What are those shots? Straight through the wall. Slightest of angles. Trent's able to just maneuver his way back into the fight as well. Scuba with that plan, but Salvos, 3 off the target. Still that plan is
Big
down,
Viper spit here. They're going to have the Fatal and the tail ult, though. But Ethan is on a big flank from water. They're aware of it, though. What the fuck happened to Jaw? How did he get so low? The pit's down. They force him out. Good work. Unless Brock goes crazy here. No. Okay. This would be an insane clutch.
Trent is there, laying claim to the life of Scuba. Even as anything, 3-3 now.
Scuba's having a bit of a nightmare out here every time he pits. G2's protocols are just so good for clearing them. And Scuba's still having a great game. Yeah. He's 8-2. I mean, he played really well on Bind as well.
Not much you can do when they throw a Nightfall and an Armageddon.
Yeah, and this flank. Leaf shutting down Ethan. Ethan was supposed to be the backstab. Like, in his head, he's thinking, well, G2 are going to be so focused on clearing that pit. I'm going to have a great time up through Waterfall here. And Leaf's got the coverage.
Bonkar's just living in the Viper pit for a moment.
Yeah. So, double Odin defense. G2 pulling a page out of NRG's strat book here. See how you like it.
Trying to choke them out. Makes it so damn difficult when there's a hail of lead just raining down on you. Big horn, big reveal. Straight damage and shots. Needs to be careful though for the counter spam. Jorgamo posted. What a shot, man.
Nice shot from Mata.
Rips the head clean off.
People are talking about how the NRG game is going to get the Odin nerf. I feel like they should also change how Lotus works. Oh, what a play by Trent.
Is the approach and answer back? Heavy licks dished out, and Brock is left to do it all. In a 1v3 in this spot here, can reclaim the spike, but every position accounted for. Lip will shut him down entirely.
Good work from G2. This is a lot better, these last 2 rounds.
Et tu, Brute? Brock is saying to his own gun. I mean, this round though, this swing from Trent is magic. That entry from Mata is lovely as well, but with Valen pulling all of this distraction on site, Trent just gets a beautiful backstab. Comes from the side, hits Mata and Scuba. And G2, they're not deciding to run the double Odin setup again. That was 1 round shenanigans, but they're still keeping the AWP Odin out there.
Big presence as well. Fight taken towards G2.
Yeah, they're going to struggle a little bit more with the retake here.
Okay. A lot of players as well. Jonah P, though, not to be dismayed. He's pushing it back entirely. Solo towards B immediately gets
they're doing such a good job dealing with the lurks from Scuba.
It's so dangerous for some though. With this door open and he's stuck.
Oh, he's trying to make the play, but
he's
revealed up.
He's completely stuck there.
Really alone. Trying to make the most of it, potentially taking a timing against him. G2 though.
Don't do anything dumb here, Trent. It's Trent, so I'm not worried about him doing something dumb, but still.
Crosshair placement, perfect. Jorgamo missing a shot now, but it
perfectly waits for them to walk into his crosshair. And 1v4 for Ethan here. Have to do some crazy ass shit.
Give him no room to play. Jorgamo just looking to contain out towards spawn. The rest
they still have C's, they still have Molly, they still have Omen Flash.
Snake bites
and plenty of time.
Bullets flying forwards. It's lead raining down, and Paranoia is perfect. And Ethan's just looking for anything at all, but that is it. Return of the fire instantly here. Now a 2-round lead for G2.
First round, I think in the whole match so far where it's felt a bit lost for NRG. And that might seem a bit weird because they did get brutalized on their attack side of Bind, but I still quite liked what Bonkar and Ethan were aiming for on their attack, even though it didn't work. This round, they go up towards front B and Som is just stuck. I mean, you can't be playing front B like that when your opponents have mount control. And then they rush things going back into A and Trent just gets easy ones.
Goofy.
It might be time for a attack timeout to be called here by Bonkar, because I think even more than the tactical side, they just look a bit rushed. Maybe getting caught up in the nerves slightly.
Flustered.
Yeah, I think so, because these last couple, that composure appears to be gone for NRG.
I will say, if NRG win this map,
out commands. I mean, he's still
I might
getting vocal here, but we're getting some input there from
or not if NRG.
Well. They have ults to be able to work with, but thus far, not much has really been on their side. They had couple big rounds from going
If
over
G2
towards
win
C.
this map, then I might.
Relying
I think I
pretty
said
heavily
NRG,
on
but I meant
Mana getting
G2.
the showstopper up, prioritizing that, and getting in onto the C side. And since Leaf has been juggling through an arsenal of different weaponry, from the Operator to the Odin, they found it, and they're going to continue to find it much more difficult, I think. Leaf, even with his ult online now.
Not what we're used to seeing as well with Brock sitting near the bottom. It's not so much his fault, like he's not shooting individually, it's more just game plan's not really coming together.
But also, Brock, I would say, overperformed yesterday. Like, he was outrageously good yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, normally the weaker attack side of NRG, he's been the one propping them up deadlifting. And on defense as well. He's been getting it done on both halves, make no mistake. But right now, currently 1-7. We'll see if he can step it up here. High ground angle for Valen, wants to disengage immediately there, just catches the contact, knows that this is actual pressure over towards A. Nothing fake at all. Valen's forward again, not to be pushed by that Prowler, disrespected. And two players dropped in a blink of an eye.
I mean, I wasn't watching, I'm not gonna lie, but good work from G2. I'm assuming. Maybe NRG trolled.
I mean, that's curtains, isn't it? Instantly in the round. You just, you can't lose people like that. The Odin lineups, again.
Here, man.
G2 knows them just as well as NRG does.
Get out of here.
But, I mean, take a look at this one in the replay again. G2 are just owning them as they come through these areas that I think NRG are expecting them to, yeah, respect the utility. First of all, the spam kill, not great. But here, Valen just standing his ground and getting two is way more.
Howler Boombot sent towards him, and that's just, yeah. That's a wall.
G2 having so much fun, trying to join a P. Initiators right up at the top here. And NRG, after taking the tag time out, back onto another eco. This is looking really rough.
Yeah, really not ideal for them. Despite the 3 rounds they managed to get early on in this half, they've been out of their depth since that point. G2 have been more than in control. Economy's not going to be helping the picture. Trent with a bit of a haircut. The shot's just barely missing. Whistling past. Mada still eager to try and take the fight as well, because he does have to be the player to step up. Expect him to be that tip of the spear usually for them.
Nice jaw. Good work, just timing the Viper walls perfectly.
Be careful, ever so slightly, just trying to wrangle control of the Odin in his hand. Almost going down to a couple of more bullets. That's a shot to the body. Song with the marshal of his own. Finally pushed back and away here. Reinforcements arriving. Valen wants to help out Leaf, who is being assaulted now. In terms of that sight, knocking at the door, NRG gaining a bit of ground.
L lag. Oh, was the stream on? Oh, it probably was for a second. It says I dropped some frames.
Down and post-plant. It's possible.
To definitely even out the fight once more. Seeing that though, a lot of util sent flying back and forth. Plant down, tempted here. Som's just trying to weather the storm as well as a hail of bullets coming up over his head. Ethan cuts it up close. Tight angle. Brook does have that ult and he could be saving it right for here.
It's
and
low-key buffering every few minutes.
Should be good. Still they're clearing this one all the way up, dissecting the site. Piece by piece, G2 cannot be stopped. Dawn skill at the end, Brock would have to have an absolutely unreal show of force, but even he can only do so much.
Jesus Christ. How the fuck did that get close?
Didn't opt into it.
No, didn't choose to use the ult there. I wonder, because NRG, they had Orb down in Waterfall, they had the Vice Wall, the Thorns, they had a Seize over towards CT. Like, they looked like they had so much utility that would be good for them to be able to hold on there. But maybe because G2 were in a position to retake so quickly, they didn't think the Steel Garden pressure would be time enough. They did lose players pretty early on there as well. G2 with a big one.
Let's go G2.
Massive ultimates now
Yippee.
available for NRG though.
Good round, guys.
It's got to be the round
4
here.
ults from NRG here.
NRG
They have to get
want a
one
chance
more
of being able to keep this undefeated
stay in
streak
this.
alive on Lotus. They need to be picking up more rounds here in this half.
Sandro was anything.
What?
Mana didn't stand a chance.
I mean, Mana's doing the jump spot on the box to look for the Oppa, but Jorg is so far ahead of the normal line.
Just don't expect
Oh,
it.
okay,
Nade
I
out into
see.
his hand. Scuba looking to even out that
Good shot from
scoreline's
Scuba.
been taken across this round.
Dude, Leaf just knows, man. It's 2, knows the Viper's there. But doesn't know about any of the rest of the pack, but they know it's not C.
Is iconic. He was doing this all year at the beginning of Lotus.
He just has the fucking read, man.
Sense, and he realizes that there's gaps.
L
to
lag?
exploit.
Really? It's not telling me that it's lagging. Maybe it's you.
G2, the only thing
I
to
think
worry
it's
about is
you,
really that
Max.
B main, but a door switch. Oh no, Valen this time punished. A little bit too overzealous there. That's a shot to the shoulder. Player still alive, limping into the fight. Scuba. He's there. Wall to hold them back. Door's going to be open up.
I don't get it on any other stream.
Potentially. TP
I mean, if you have multiple streams opening, that might be why.
Potentially there.
Nice
Spotted
leave.
out. Sees a second. Som's there though. Answers it. Trade in sight.
I either gotta ignore Som or just rush him and kill him.
There's only two
No in
players left
between.
to do it here, so operator with a retake. Now there's that all
Nice.
being ripped off and away. Still guard him forwards.
This is gonna be so hard to root Scoob out of hit here, though.
He peeks out. It's a tap from Jorgamo trying to pull these players into the open. See if he can seal this one up again, but the shots are just missing off to the side, and that damage to Scuba.
Wow. Well played,
That is
Scuba.
lovely work.
And they only used the Visal
When
there.
Jorgamo's charging after you with a
No,
shorty,
just
but he gets
use.
it done.
Interesting.
Really tough position for Scuba to play.
I don't know,
Like you
though.
said, 13 health. Steel Gardening doesn't really help in that spot. Som also, credit to him for this quick trade, because dealing with Leaf on the flank is imperative. And securing this round was NRG managing to take it with only one ultimate used in the post plan, so they still have massive tools to work with
Yeah,
here.
they're still in a really good spot to make the 7-5
I think
and
would make the scoreline look closer than this game has felt.
be a lot better.
Leaf again so willing to disrespect. Push back eventually though. In
The other day? Yeah, we'll do.
Watching for the lure coming through though. Oh,
Nice
what is that?
Josh.
Oh my god, that's so
With the
clean.
switch instantaneously takes away the life of Broad Matter. We're going to respond. The rocket sails
Oh
how?
my god.
Absolutely unbelievable stuff.
It didn't do 1 point of damage.
Straight to the back wall, and Jonah P. as healthy as anything. Slight angles.
Okay,
Som
Som.
messing around to Pixel to work with. Drone
And I
tags
mean,
in, though.
this is
Cuts it away.
a
Still
good
on plan
spot
is
for
down now.
NRG.
The
I have to
point
tell you
out
what's gonna
where
fuck
these
them up,
players are
though.
standing. It's going to be rolling out that red carpet, at least trying to get the team back in. Jorgamo, he's forward
What is
again.
Trent doing?
Straight spam the Odin straight for the wall, trying to make this really uncomfortable. Jorgamo, he's got a judge in his hand, man.
What
Trying
the
to
fuck,
take it back
John?
to them, shredding them all.
And they just don't know about
NRG,
Som. Okay, I mean,
frantic in the final moments,
good
but they
half
do
for
bring it
NRG.
7-5.
Some unbelievable shots here on both sides, honestly. But my god, the like almost pre-fires going on. Both of these teams heating up. This
That's
was
ridiculous.
beautiful from Jorg, but honestly, the reaction and the response from Som over towards Spawn was gorgeous too.
Nice, guys. Look at us, guys. Around. What the?
They really have done a great job at recovering this half.
We're going to send it down to the floor now. River standing by at the Costream booth.
Thank you so much, guys. It's a packed house in here, and it's a packed house in the streamer booth. We have a ton of streamers hanging out today for more content. Vela is hanging out. What's going on? How you doing?
Hey, all good.
All good. Sugar, good to see you again. How you doing?
Having a lot of fun with them because it's our first time Costream together here.
Awesome. And Safiro, first time here? You having fun?
Second time. Yeah, having fun.
Always enjoying it?
Yeah, perfect.
So we got a game going on, and I know we got some NRG love here, right? We also have G2 love, so I got to ask you, what do you feel like it was for NRG to come
Holy
in? What can they do?
shit, I'm behind.
Well, actually, I've been rooting for G2 normally, but
Okay.
I love how NRG is like coming back and looking like one of the strongest teams. And well, I look forward to watch them win. You know.
Heck yeah. So, I mean, I predded them to do today, so fist bump right there. Suga, another NRG.
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
I don't like when the same team always wins, so I want NRG to take the trophy today.
All right, I like that. And we have the G2 pred over here. You're confident about G2. Who on the team makes you so confident?
All of them. They five are amazing players.
Amazing. You have her here, Safiro, Suga, Vela. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here.
All right.
In the streamer booth, you heard it here. We got 2 NRGs, 1 G2. I think NRG needs a bit more love from the crowd. Let's see what you got. Back to the casters.
Back to the game here. This will be NRG's better side. I would also imagine it would be G2's better side, but they did really struggle without the Info Sentinel on Bind, when it doesn't really matter as much there. So,
They know how good the defense half is, but those
as much as it does on Lotus. So it could get a little wonky. I'd imagine Leaf will be good at covering those flanks, though.
All the importance in the world on this round 13, so that NRG can
So
get
that
that
should be
strong start
okay.
to get back into the map.
But it could get a little
The
weird here
economy
for
is so
G2.
important, right? The Odins, the Ops, those cost a huge amount of money, especially if you're buying double Odin. So you
Yeah,
need
this is
that
a big
economy
pistol
hitting
for
early,
G2.
and that means you need the pistol win.
Or for both teams, even.
G2 have been better this stage than NRG have when it comes to that metric. And they've also played a bit easier competition in the groups, so they may have had a bit of stat padding going on.
For sure. All picked up. Flash even dealt with as well, so Jorgamo's just pulling a lot of the util out. He's going to be creating unknowns for NRG, making sure that they can't tell easily what's going on.
I saw him, but they might have seen him TP.
And now that jump spot gets the acknowledgement. Som spots it.
Gotta go into A like now, though.
No tags.
Jonah is the B
and
lord.
Anticipates it, so Jonah P cleaned up, cleared up.
He's got really crisp ghost aim, Mada. It's always a pleasure to watch.
Pistol rounds. Definitely just take over here. G2 are not messing around though. They don't choose to take in a different direction. They're sending the util, but actually Door flipped up again. Jorgamo trying to go for the peek.
Nice big kill from Jaw. Send the paranoia now. We should go into A now.
Shouldn't be favored, but Scuba could punish.
Barely anything to work with in terms of the health there. Scuba does get that punish in sights and
I know it's just Jaw, and they haven't seen anyone anywhere else.
They know that this is going to finish over towards A. They were ready in case it was a B pivot. But now, with a player advantage, 4v3, like we said,
the stun from Trent's going to have to go crazy.
If they want to be able to take Lotus and even the series up.
Fast with the clearance, the Prowler giving him that peace of mind over towards main as well. Still looking to
Jesus.
Land these shots where it counts. Wall in their face though is going to be making it difficult, but now applying the pressure evenly across the board.
They got to fight somewhere. Take some space on the map.
Push back between a rock and a hard place here. The back's against the wall. They've got to try and fight
Stun
their way
doesn't
out.
really do anything. They have to just win out the
Swinging
fights now.
in hand. It
And they
all
do.
comes down to how
1v2
many
for
shots
Ethan.
are Valin? It's 3 players gone instantly. Ethan has got to do it all. Frenzy, 5 bullets left. Knows what a 1v1 is. Time.
Nicely. Let's go.
Capitalizes completely.
Frenzy bullets.
Holy shit.
Landing into Leaf's chest, leaving him with only 14 HP. But the round secured, and G2 take double pistol.
Nice shot.
When both teams are this good, but also this close on a map like Lotus, double pistol can absolutely be the difference maker.
Let's go!
And like we're talking about, NRG's economy, it does rely on getting that started early. So G2 have just put a delay.
I did not think that they were going to win that 3v4.
On when NRG can get this double load in.
And I really thought Ethan was going to win the 1v2 as well. After he killed, I think it was Valen backside. Man.
Saved up, maybe some util being spent for, but you can keep that one into the next.
NRG doing the grab walk strat.
Looking to stop these players. What a shot again. It's magnetic, snaps to the side. Being overwhelmed with the
So
pressure.
they're going to just hit C now.
A bit of respite, and yeah, we'll be able to hop his way past.
He's just giving his team so much information as well. G2 can accelerate over towards C, and Song.
Oh, thinks he could catch the time in there. The drone's going to be
gets
running
one.
Does collect
Not the
kill.
worst.
He's just all right there, to be honest, getting one. But you know, you're talking about damage. You're talking about being able to get kill money online as well. And I think it's going to be tough for these 3 NRG players. Getting back into a fortified site for G2.
Alright, those are all going to die to the spike here.
I guess one of the advantages, one of the silver linings here for the defensive team is that most of these kills have gone towards Valen, which the Omen ultimate is not the biggest ult in the world on your attack side. You can do some funky stuff with it, especially over towards A. We've seen a lot of these A Omen ult rounds actually succeed a lot, but it's not something I've seen G2 do all stage. I was going back and looking at how Valen uses his Omen ults on the attack half of this map, and the answer is he basically doesn't use them. He'll use them occasionally to go, like recover a spike or something, but they don't really have like a set Omen ult round in their playbook.
NRG able to navigate
Alright,
the situation
not
pretty
terrible
well there.
damage for
Picking out Jonah P when he was
NRG.
going hunting for the kills. Going down to the spike. Now finally the money up enough to get those buys online. You see it immediately, opting into it, double Odin.
But this was with them scrimping and saving, and they still have 4 light armors, 5 light armors here actually. It is a bit risky because G2 are one of those teams that will, especially with Leaf, keep track of the eco like that.
Got a Guardian, 2 shots to the body.
That's true. He will sometimes just pick up an Outlaw, even if you're, you know, halfway through an attack half.
The angles though, fire sign watch for. Expectation in the back of Leaf's mind.
Wait, you can
Tries
dodge
to
the
take it
Odin
easy,
bullets?
Abamada activating.
Ain't no way you're shooting the body on the ground there while other players could be swinging through the smoke. That's crazy behavior.
Trying to get the spirits back up perhaps when you're down 4 rounds. Taking whatever you can get here. Drone forwards by Trent. Makes it feel like pressure could be over towards B main. Maybe more than one player. G2 obviously still working with that weaker weaponry.
This is all coming into Scuba, and I don't think he realizes it.
His face. Yeah, he's going to be pushed back.
He's
against the wall.
such a bad spot there. He's not able to pop the thorns in time.
To get a piece of him. Trent's going to have to offload that stun just to try and get them out and away. Still squaring up.
And he's just living. Oh my God, Valen, what a fucking 2K.
I mean, Trent wasn't even helping him take that fight. Players toppled, falling. Steady descent here from
They're gonna plant for CT. Let's take some CT control G2, or let's just fucking fight them with stingers and kill them all. That works as well. See, don't peek him. It's Brock with an Odin, guys. Jesus.
That's a devastating blow. Could be a death blow for NRG. In this series even. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say, because losing double pistol and a bonus on top of that after you'd invested in your Odins, it's going to be really tough to get away from this.
I mean, it's crazy, but we could have just looked at two of the most impactful rounds in the entirety of the grand finals. Round 13, round 15.
2 sick shots there from Valen.
Now, all grouped up here, this is a bloodbath in the making. Samos, though, prevent that push forwards and pass. And back, Valen is forwards. He really wants to get into the action, and that fight, the Hordes, not dealt with.
He's playing amazingly.
Right up, Ethan reveals the position perfectly forwards again, and his players, they don't stand a chance. Rattled down
Nice
from
shot
the
from
lens,
Sam to could get them back in a bit of a better spot, but
really only disengage.
maybe the worst Viper Orb ever thrown by Leaf here, though.
So funny to watch playing into NRG.
Bit of karma.
Yeah, it really feels like it.
Watching what some teams were struggling to get done against them on a defense.
Wait, it's possible to counter double Odin? What? Oh my God! It's so uncounterable and unpunishable. It's so boring to watch. It's no. It's sorry, it makes me very angry watching the people type on Twitter. This is why I think this game is gonna die someday. Because of the Odin. Like, you're just bad, and your team is just bad. Specifically talking about Sen fans.
At least it wasn't the
Tweeting
closest to
that.
coming online, but it's ticking up there. G2 already at double digits.
Dude.
Now putting enormous
Dude,
amounts of pressure
who is
on
that?
NRG's statistically best map. The one in which they've been undefeated 5-0.
Is it both of them?
Other great teams like Sen.
That's
We already
crazy
saw
work.
that matchup
Actually,
just
rage baiting
yesterday
Brock
with
with
the
the
two
Odin.
undefeated teams on Lotus clashing against each other. NRG came out on top. Now they're in a dire situation. Absolutely
no more
dire.
room at all. This dire.
And I think that, you know, if their defense side was able to come online at some point here,
boo!
maybe you could see a comeback happening. I think that's Valen jeering at them because they've called a tag timeout.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
"Let's just
boo,
get it done."
actually. I want to fucking play, bro.
I don't know.
This map end. This series is over if they...
11-5 the lead for G2.
And it's a critical timeout here from Bonkar, because if you are going to run this one back,
Or if they win this map. Because, like, I think G2's favored on Ascent, Haven, and Sunset. I think NRG can win on Ascent and Haven, but I think Sunset's pretty easily G2 favored.
Otherwise, you're looking at
And
down the barrel.
they'd still have to, like, I think G2 will win one of Haven or Ascent.
In any region ever.
In round 15, where NRG were playing the anti-bonus, they got a complete wrong read of what was happening. They left only one player on C, Scuba, but they triple stacked B. They thought that Valen was calling a B hit. Maybe because of the lighter weaponry, maybe because of the util that they turned earlier on. I don't know exactly why. But NRG have got to get the right idea of where G2 are ending. And you've got to imagine that Jonah and Trent are going to be going for anti-counter spam here.
Yeah, here it is.
I mean, that's the purpose of the double Odin on attack, surely.
I mean,
Punish online, but Som
that's
doesn't
what it looks
have the
like.
gun.
But Som's not standing in the right spot for it.
Waiting for the bullets to come flying forward.
They're gonna wait for Som to do it. Oh wait, no, Som doesn't have the Odin. It's only Brock.
Holding it down at the door. Wall in
That's
his
right.
face. Matter with the operator. One of the big tools that they've invested in or chose to at this point.
Oh, Mata, you gotta hit that.
Could have potentially spelled defeat and doom in this round. Could have got NRG back onto the board. Back and forth we go. The bullets are flying.
They're gonna wait for both walls to go down. Smoke Mata off here. Smoke Mata off here. Nice. Good. Take a guess. Maybe reset. Go peek somewhere else.
See too much, so he's thinking about repositioning now across the other side of the map, and especially with this drone coming through over towards Mound, it might give NRG the wrong read again. as if G2 are pivoting. Prowler also doesn't see anything.
Dude, they're so good, man.
Leaf putting up his wall.
The Haunt also. Oh no, it
Was
did get
broken.
broken. Did get broken in the end there. I thought they'd managed to dodge that too.
Still, the pressure feels all over the place right now, evenly applied by G2, even though we can see it's just Trent forwards and Leaf. He's already slipped in. Found out timing! That's a knife to the face.
Good God.
Survives it.
Oh, that's funny.
Straight back at you, so 4v4 here for NRG, and they desperately needed something like that, a saving grace.
He's trying to trip the Vi swap. He just walks in the Viper orb.
One round at a time to plant down, no pushback. Valen gets it online.
It's not even that funny. It's just, it looks really dumb.
Off from the side once more, Som. Drifting past again, he's looking to clear out most of the
Actual
way,
ships in the night moment.
But also,
ships in the night.
Yeah, Leaf has taken a timing up through stairs.
He's up all the way forward, Valen with the peak again! Snapping
Som's
to
dead.
them. Magnetic and poetry in motion.
Nice,
As the
G2.
12th round is claimed out. G2 are just on that cusp.
Valen is having a monster performance out here. All of the big rounds, he has come up massively clutch. And that's another phenomenal performance from the team captain from the IGL of G2. Fired up. This snap onto Brock, shut down. And even this final one as well, giving his life and destroying Mada. He's instantly up on his feet. Pointing over, presumably, Mada, but to be honest, could be at the trophy, which is also in his sights.
One more round here for G2 and leading this best of 5 grand finals by 2. Not the start that NRG were hoping for whatsoever. They've been shut out. And a fast play straight up through B as well, pushing back entirely with this Uto. Valen is cutting up close with the corners now, trying to hold this one back. Leaf does drop at the flank. It's a weakness now. It could be pried open. Plant's still going to be going down and committed. Trent opts into it. Prowler catching. There needs to be more of a pushback. Signs of life as well from either side as positions trying to be gained. Valen can't get out in time. TP just not able to disconnect from that seize.
I mean, this would have to be a major choke for NRG to lose this.
Bullet by bullet, and heads rolling on the side of G2. Need to be done right now for NRG, and they are getting it through.
Nice, Jonah. Okay.
Jonah B spun down as an eventuality. NRG are not done yet in this map.
They need 7 in a row. This the first of it, in order to pull things even to overtime. They're in a dire situation. After looking like they were going to come out swinging on Bind, their map pick of Lotus, undefeated map for them this stage, at some serious risk of slipping away, and they'd have to pull off a reverse sweep. It is going to take some grit to pull this one back from the brink. Still some big ultimates here.
Nice round for NRG there.
In fact, 2 great ults to combo together.
Yeah, this, I mean,
Yoru ult.
they're going to take Rebel space to start here, it looks like, and then back up into something else, maybe?
Jorg's Judge.
Deadly combination. Mada has got to be that first line of defense, and he's already stepping forwards again, feeling it like it could be that.
What?
2 players gone. Nightfall as well wants to really lock this one down.
And I mean, it's just a 3v3.
In and out, and a kill claim. 3 versus 3. It's where it's settling now.
Som has a great idea of where Jorg is and shuts
Don't
him down.
like that from Jaw.
Danger
Just
on
go
the
back
flank.
at a gun from B. I don't like that from Scuba. Just play the 3v2.
And a great call here from Valen, realizing that C is going to be a little bit empty, but Brock alive, and with that Vice pressure.
Oh no. Wait, no, he's not going to be able to spam them through the wall.
To potentially spam this one out. He hears the footsteps forwards again. It's damage. Just tickling them from the side.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing, G2?
Finds a space. Valen has an ult to work with. 45 seconds into the round.
This round is
Take
messy.
this one calmly. Cool and collected TP now, but there is no signs of life whatsoever.
Good TP.
Swats him down, and it will have to be 1 round at a time for NRG.
But the fact that they're still willing to take the risk, like this peak from Mada at the start of the round, if they're gonna get this one back, it's gonna need to be from players getting the gut read and playing off instinct like that. Leaf and Trent hit the floor instantly. Mada disrupting all of the game plan there for G2. And those are massive ultimates taken away. G2 are about to get up to a few more, and Josh is going to take a moment to intercede and add a little input here.
It's a big read on that prior round by NRG, understanding how G2 want to take it. They do have that set execute with the dimensional drift. They use the salvos to break the door so Jorgamo can squeeze the B players.
Yeah.
With a Nightfall.
And like we've been saying on previous maps, one of the reasons that NRG's defense is so good is because they recognize what the attackers are going for. They have a very nice... We talk about Leaf watching so much tape, but I think the NRG team do their prep extraordinarily well.
Yeah, they deserve a lot of credit. One of the major strengths that they've got, but again, it has to be non-stop from here. No mistakes, no slip-ups.
Yeah, another 5 in a row. 2 is good, but at some
Alright,
point...
Viper's Pit here for Scuba. NRG not really close to any of that. Oh no, they're one off Viper, one off Teo.
NRG to make a small slip-up, a small mistake. The ults to just be overwhelming for G2. There are so many ways that you can close these games out.
Real precise there with the thorns, looking... They're starting the direction over towards A-Rubble. G2, again, pressure being sent on either side, really. Jorgamo with that flash overhead. Deep Prowler out of B.
What is this Viper roll?
Eking, jumping, and honestly no damage really done here, but he is dicing with death in a position
Double
like
thorns
that,
for Tree.
Perhaps is what he feels like he needs to take.
I really like this pick coming out from Scuba. Applies pressure if you go A or B.
Straight shots, you gotta be careful. Danger lurking around every corner.
But the C site is, I mean, it's not that weak, but it is a little weak.
But they are at a disadvantage.
Yeah, NRG have control everywhere here, deep.
I mean, Mount is the only place where they don't have that great control. Someone's got to be careful.
Alone, yeah, he sees the Utah being used, wants nothing to do with it.
And grab the Teo orb, I would imagine. Nope, they're not even going to grab the orb at all.
Making it really awkward, just barely tagged as the doors open up. Gets the exit though, survives with his life intact. Nade is primed, his time that's been bled off the clock.
Please don't let Mata go crazy here, guys.
Mata could shut this one down single-handedly. Prowler.
Oh no.
Towards the top. It's like reposition, he's trying to play anti-flash, knows where this could be expected. Armageddon into the back.
Oh, they know,
into the corner, G2.
Nice.
They clear it out, but Jorgano's got down anyway. That's friendly fire. Armageddon meant to clear a path to success. That TP into the back is punished. Som can sit happily here, side by side, him and Ethan.
10 seconds left.
Combine their might, they do collect those kills, and
Trent's
time
gonna
is
get in,
against
but...
G2. Ethan knows it. Pushing forwards now. Is damage done enough to them? The time
no
right
time.
out of the round. Collection towards the
Good work by NRG, and they used the Teo ult there, G2 do. I don't like that.
Big mistake there on the execute for G2. The timing of that is something that they'll have practiced over and over again. And yet, as it happened, here's the Armageddon. And here's the teleport. And just way too early with it. Because otherwise, Jorg had actually got himself into quite a nice position there. They applied a lot of pressure onto the C defenders.
They're freaking out. They're freaking out.
Yeah, and Ethan's saying it. Now, the ult scenario, also not great there for G2 because, you know, Trent utilizing that ultimate that could have been safe to close out the game.
G2 are just throwing caution into the wind with it opening like this. Like you said, the ults are being thrown around. There's a fair, like, just really whatever works in around here. But these are the big win cons that are being lost out for G2. They're going to take that man control, push back, trigger the wall. Create a bit of uncertainty across the board here, but NRG have a deep push on A-Rubble. They have a high-low over towards B. They have 2 players stacking on C. Not as good as a hold as you could really hope for, and even look at this, Scuba anticipating that TP into the back. He's got to take by primed. Sees the Utah flying forwards now. He is cut up and isolated onto the side. Broad needs to defend him from this spot. Crouched up, down
nice
to the
jaw.
nice
Trent.
In for Waterfall, G2, overwhelming now.
Back now.
Weaponry in the end. They have taken
What the fuck, Brock?
Dude,
what is Jaw doing?
This is a Jorgamo that looks angry right now. After a misstep on a prior round, a chance of redemption. Ults are being offloaded. Mata has that showstopper feeling now with the pressure mounting.
Nice Jaw.
Blind as anything, Jorgamo
don't lose this shit to Brock, bro.
And it's all left up to Brock to survive in this map. To give them a chance, a glimmer, a lifeline, anything. But it's anything but easy here for G2. Complete control across the board, and Jorgamo is going to be taking that.
Doesn't know. Good timing from Jaw. Good work. Alright, I'm ending the stream. I gotta go play Premier stuff. This series should be over. I would imagine G2 would win at least one of the final 3 maps. It could go 5, but I doubt it goes more than 4.